Yo, how's it going? Of course it's gonna break as soon as I change some stuff. That's oh damn. How many things are open? Sheesh. There we go. That's the one we want. Wait, no, that's audio. We don't want audio. We want browser. Yeah, you should have been working. Okay, there we go. How's it going, everyone? Didn't think I'd skip Friday, did you? Oh. Didn't think I'd skip Friday, did you? Not today of all days. The copium of the PlayStation fans is surreal. They are crying everywhere. You didn't think I'd skip today of all days, did you? I mean, I'm tired as hell, but come on. I was too tired to stay up last night. Wasn't doing good for my blood pressure. No worries, Leaf Storm. I did put up a video. I think I missed like 3 or 4 games maybe that were actually worth putting on there. But I think I covered most of the stuff in my recap video. God, that took forever to make. Now, Lion, I am late to the party. I don't know, Scrappy. They are saying Kojima now is 100% mid. Mid. He's a trash developer. He doesn't know what to do. He's a no good for nothing has been, is the words they're using. Oh, I know. Spider-Man 2 was nominated for 8 awards. I think it was 7, but yeah. So I take it you guys liked my thumbnail. Now they're saying that you know, they're saying that the Kojima game coming for Xbox is trash because it's basically a movie style game. I mean, the irony of that statement in itself. Hey, Steven, how's it going? I mean, I don't make the rules. I'm just saying how much they're crying. And at the moment, with Blade, it's clearly obvious what's going on with Blade. Everyone is trying to deflect, but the reality is, I mean, has any of you actually been following the FTC trial with Microsoft that's just been going on? I was supposed to make a video on it today, but that recap video took like 5-6 hours to make today. It took most of my day actually, while I was half asleep, so I didn't really get a chance to make the video for the FTC. But has anyone been keeping track on it? I mean, for 2 years now, all they're going to be talking about is is it coming to PlayStation 5 because there's no tag. But basically, Microsoft is not going to announce anything big coming to Xbox until this FTC trial is over. Now, Hellblade was already announced ages ago, so that's fine. Everyone knows about Hellblade. But the FTC's main argument on, I think, Tuesday when the trial went ahead, it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, the FTC's main lawyer dude stood up and said, right, here's my argument. I'm not joking, by the way. This is genuinely serious. Microsoft has money. And the judge turned around and goes, okay. They've got a lot of money. Okay. No, they've got a lot of money. Okay. I mean, they just went and bought ZeniMax for $7 billion without breaking a sweat. Okay. And they went and bought someone else for $70 billion just like that. Okay. But they've got a lot of money. Okay. What's your point? Our point is they've got a lot of money. And then they said, we rest our case. That Hey, Zachary, that's fine. I appreciate you turning up, bro. In addition to the 7 you're thinking of, Spider-Man 2 was nominated for Players' Voice Award. Ah, right. That's true. But yeah, that was the FTC's argument. And then the FTC now is turning around and telling the judges that if there is reasonable doubt that there is a chance that they could foreclose, that should be enough to grant a preliminary injunction. They shouldn't have to prove that they are going to foreclose. The chance of it should be enough. And the judges are like, what are you smoking? Because we want some of that too. We're at that point in our lives now where we could probably get away with it. So what are you smoking? Have any of you seen the movie Minority Report? Has anyone here seen the movie Minority Report? Because that's essentially what the FTC want to create. If you've seen the Minority Report, that is what the FTC wants to create. That system. If there is a possibility that they could do something, they want to be in a position where they can block it before it happens, or even has the chance to happen. Exactly. That's exactly what the FTC wants to do. They want that power of God. And the judges are there looking at them and going, man, whatever they're feeding you over at that building, good Lord. Good Lord. But the problem is, and as you can see, the FTC is trending. Microsoft, the moment they announce more exclusive games at the moment, it will just be going, they'll just be playing into the FTC's hands. So they're kind of held in shackles at the moment as to how much they can reveal and do because the FTC just won't fuck off. Is basically it. I mean, they're not going to win. They're just being annoying. The judges, I think after this one, this final one, once the judges tell them to piss off, they'll be done for. At the end of the day, if one goes multi-platform, the others go multi-platform. It's that simple. Like you say, Scrappy, but it's not. Blade is going to be exclusive. So is Overdose. They're all going to be exclusive. But what Christopher Judge did yesterday was pretty damn disrespectful, right? Like, it was disrespectful on so many different levels. You can say what you want to Activision Blizzard, right? God only knows that they deserve it, right? Because Activision Blizzard, let's be fair, isn't exactly the nicest company out there. Well, not the Blizzard part, Activision. Especially with the way Bobby Kotick was running it. Kotick. But they're under new management now. And what he came out and said to the developers was pretty damn nasty. He came out and said, where is it? Where is it? My speech last year was longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign. That is what he said. That is what he came out and said. So Josh Sawyer here is saying this year's The Game Awards is an embarrassing indictment of a segment of the industry desperate for validation via star power with little respect for the devs it's supposedly honoring. Now, this is, of course, also to do with Baldur's Gate, because Baldur's Gate got absolutely destroyed. Right? Baldur's Gate were disrespect. You know, the team was disrespected to hell. I mean, he's also Tilk, right? Let's not forget Tilk. I mean, you've got Reforge over here. I'm not gonna play this because this guy's a fucking retard. He hasn't he hasn't even played the game, right? He hasn't even played the game, and he's basically bashing into it. Yet Quantum Error, he didn't even talk about once. He refused to play it, but didn't bash it at all because he said that game already has a bad rep. I don't need to talk about it because it's on PlayStation, right? It's a PlayStation exclusive. But because this is now a Microsoft product, he wailed into it like there's no tomorrow. I don't use the word retard lightly, but in special cases like his, I will use it because he is one. I mean, Gollum should have been there. I'm surprised it wasn't. Several current and former Call of Duty developers have also called out Christopher Judge for his comments at the Game Awards, saying Modern Warfare 3 probably destroys all of God of War games combined in sales and player matrix. Funny, but yeah, the metrics that COD absolutely destroys all of God of War games, probably combined to be honest, is in also equally laughable, if not more. Hey, Mick Solo with that $6 super chat. Amazing how Xbox came out looking good when everyone thought they'd get crapped on. I mean, Xbox was doing great. The part that I was actually really upset about, honestly, is the fact that when Larian got on the stage, Sven actually wanted to turn around and announce to Xbox fans, hey, look, with this Game of the Year award, because that's where he planned on saying it, right? When he got on stage. We just wanted to announce that we are shadow dropping right now Baldur's Gate 3. It's in the Xbox store. Go buy it. And Jeff Keighley said no. He pushed him off the stage. There was a massive sign at the back saying, wrap it up right now. Get off. And they started playing the music for them to get off. I mean, how screwed is this? Like, this is supposed to be a platform that celebrates games, developers, achievements, but in the end, it's all business. It's all politics, and yeah, he got pushed off the stage hard. They actually released a tweet apologizing for not being able to announce it on stage because they were rough stuff. They did actually pay tribute to him. They did mention him, and you saw a couple of the peers actually crying in the stand. To be fair, okay, look, I get that. I get what you're saying, Scrappy, but he also had to have someone translating what he was saying. Now, he shouldn't have been allowed 8 minutes. That's fair. But also, Jeff Keighley loves Kojima. But Kojima having maybe double the time or triple the time because he's having someone translate what he's saying, I think is fair. But honestly, as Call of Duty developers, we've heard way worse, but we don't expect it from a peer at an event that's supposed to be celebrating its year's achievements in gaming, especially with all the information that was leaked about its development. I mean, Christopher Judge got this one horribly wrong. He got it horribly wrong. But hey, look, the CMA is investigating Microsoft again. This time with their partnership. They've got into partnership with OpenAI, and now they're trying to see if it basically creates a relevant merger situation. And as you know, an RMS is essentially a new They're checking to see if it creates a new kind of proposition so they can reinvestigate and try and get Microsoft out of OpenAI. Did you guys hear this? This is funny. By the way, just so we're all clear, this is going to be a very light-hearted stream tonight after last night. I am still very tired, so lots of memeing and lots of joking about. But let's check this one out. This is quite funny. So this dude was all excited for Persona 3.
Game looks great.
Let me know if you can hear it.
And I know why they did a remake to this. I ain't gonna lie. This was the first Persona where they went 3-dimensional with the graphics. It's something special for them. And looks really good. I ain't gonna lie. It looks really, really good.
I think so, yeah.
This trailer's hype, bro. Music's good. Graphics good.
Few moments later.
Game Pass and Xbox. They putting that shit straight to Game Pass? They're putting that straight on, and that was an Xbox promotion? No mention of PlayStation? Hey, didn't Games for Eternity say that would be stupid for them to do? Wow. You literally just gave a middle finger to everybody on PlayStation. Don't worry, I won't be buying it. It's going to Game Pass day one. I definitely won't be buying it.
This is a sickness!
Hey, Rabbi, how's it going? Dude, you know he's going to buy it, right? He's going to buy it. Or we all know he's not going to buy it because he's got Game Pass. I mean, he actually listen to this.
Blade. So the only thing about Blade for me is it reminds me of the Wolverine announcement, where it's like, this is fucking awesome, but God, like you could tell it's so far away. But I love the fact they confirmed it's third person, because I was really wondering about that, and I think a third person Blade game sounds awesome. Some of you guys don't agree? I don't know, man.
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I think for me, the thing that gives Xbox the edge announcement-wise at the Game Awards tonight is Blade, for sure. You know, as much as I enjoyed PlayStation's announcements, I can't deny that Blade is pretty good. Here's a question I have for Blade, though. Is it going to be an Xbox exclusive?
What did PlayStation announce? They said, what did PlayStation announce? I don't get what PlayStation announced. Oh, they did announce that God of War mode, which is basically the same mode as in The Last of Us. So it looks like every PlayStation game now is going to get a roguelite mode. It's weird.
exclusive, or is it going to be multi-plat? Because I did notice that there were no Xbox logos anywhere to be found on that announcement, which was definitely something I noticed. But I'm assuming it will be exclusive because it's Arcane. You know, like I mean, Bethesda, Microsoft owns them. You never know, though. You never know. That could be one of those. That could be one of those titles where they're like, yo, let's just put it everywhere. I mean, it'll be a Game Pass title. That to me is interesting. Well, actually, I'm assuming it'll be a Game Pass title because Marvel's involved here, so I feel like that adds a little bit
Starfield.
of complexity. But
It just didn't win
yeah, that's a
any
huge
awards.
announcement. Michelle Butts, you're saying no awards for Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. Not because Spider-Man 2 is like horrible or anything.
What do you mean
not.
you're not
Just the competition is
surprised?
too stiff. That's just how insane 2023 was for games, where it's like a game, you know, with the quality level of Spider-Man 2. But
Guys, a Joker. Starfield was at the Game Awards. It was nominated for Best RPG, but it didn't win. It was never going to be Baldur's Gate 3. But have you heard? Have you heard, PlayStation fans? Baldur's Gate 3 is trash. It never was a good game. It's mid at best. There's no way the Baldur's Gate 3 could ever beat Spider-Man. That's the general consensus on Twitter right now. The best ongoing game was the best award the night. Oh, that was horrendous. That was garbage. But here you go. Fans will run wild with questions, but I wouldn't hold my breath for Xbox to confirm Blade's exclusivity anytime soon, just as they've yet to publicly acknowledge Indiana Jones is an Xbox exclusive, even though they have acknowledged it in court some months ago. But publicly, Indiana Jones is still not publicly acknowledged. Xbox is still in a legal battle with the FTC, and they're not looking to give them ammo. That's it. That's what it is. So until the FTC can fuck off, they're not going to basically announce anything that's going to give them ammo. You know, Jay Wood got this perfectly right. Hey, what did you all think about No Man's Sky's announcement? The fact that Sean Murray once again promised the world. It was funny how the Cyberpunk's social media team turned around and told him, don't worry, even if it comes out broken, you'll still have time to fix it. The fact that they could even joke about that. Oh, the ponies turned on Baldur's Gate 3 real quick. Real quick. That was like the greatest U-turn of all time. That U-turn was better than the one from Kojima. That was insane. That U-turn was ridiculous. My God, that U-turn was crazy. Hey, I'm not saying No Man's Sky is a bad game. I'm just saying that the things that he promised for the No Man's Sky launch are exactly the things he's promising for this new game's launch. And people are telling him, don't oversell it. You saw what happened last time. You know? I mean, I've never been into CRPGs. I've tried Baldur's Gate. I'm going to give it another try. I think I'm going to pick it up again on PC. I'm going to get the deluxe edition for Xbox because that has the full game on disc, and it is 3 discs as well. But, yeah. That's way. I mean, look at Unleashed here. He's so butthurt. Now he's attacking Senhua. Literally. Hellblade 2 was the best looking game that night. Ah, this one. He had a mental breakdown after Kojima came out for Xbox.
oh shit. Okay.
What the fuck?
When Death Stranding 2 doesn't show up, But fucking Kojima's. Oh yeah, dude. Kojima's Xbox game, bro. Kojima's Xbox game. That right? See, I've totally forgot about that.
I'm sure you forgot about it, bro.
What game, MBG? It was nothing. Yeah, I mean, I won't lie. It's a little bit up in the air because he said it's a game, but it's also kind of a movie, but it's a whole new experience. And so it's like, well, so what the fuck is it? Yeah, I think, dude. I think
Didn't he just describe there every PlayStation cinematic experience under the sun? Did he not just explain? I'm not saying they're bad games. I'm just saying he literally just shat on every single PlayStation game that's out there. Literally. Wasteland 3? Why not? Starfield Shattered Space first expansion comes next year, 24. Potential. I mean, it will definitely go under the ongoing award for next year. Yeah, I mean, since Cyberpunk could do it, now any game that releases a DLC will be regarded as ongoing, unless Jeff Keighley decides to change the rules again.
Kojima's taking advantage of Microsoft. I
Of
think
course he
Kojima
is.
knows that Microsoft is just happy to have him on board, and he's gonna be like, anything I do is on their dime, so fuck it. Let's go.
He is coping hard. I think this one last night was the best one for me. This one was the best one for me. This one. Arcane Lion has begun development on the game for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. Talking about Blade, right? Some folks are editing the article from Arcane Blade game coming to PS5. Then I match the source, it's fake. They were so down, they were so hurt by the news that Blade isn't coming to PlayStation that they decided that it was time to take matters into their own hands. They said, we've got this. We are going to change history. We are going to change the course of tide. We are going to go into an public article that's publicly editable, and we're going to change and add the word PS5 to the article. That will then mean that it's coming to the PlayStation 5. This is the level that they've got to. This is the level that they've got to. I mean, it depends on how good the DLC is. If the DLC is good, then yeah. I know, Scrappy. The real article is here. Arcane has begun development on the game, which will feature an original story with the studio's signature immersive gameplay and world-class narrative. This is the official article, but they've created a fake one, adding that in. So can you see it over here? Icon last this collaboration perfect fit. Icon class makes collaboration, and then they added that bit there. That's how sad it's gotten. It's pretty bad. I mean, they'll probably change the rules, right? He's been changing the rules like crazy. Perception is not. Stony Salt is the best salt. Oh man, they are really upset that Spider-Man didn't win an award. Do you want me win next year? I mean, next year. For me, right now, from what we've seen, Hellblade 2 is going to get Game of the Year. If it looks like that, and I already know what sort of gameplay it's going for, that's going to be game of the year. It's going to be very hard to beat that. Hellblade 2 is gonna run away with it. That game looks phenomenal. If it can maintain that level, and I think what they actually showed was the Series X version of the game. So I'm even scared to see what the actual PC version is gonna look like. God damn. Hey Josh, how's it going? Hope you had some nice rest, dude. Did you see the video of the people stealing PS5s at Best Buy in the USA? I wonder if Sony will count those. Do you want to know what's worse, old Rogaro? The fact that they, PlayStation fans were celebrating the fact that PlayStations were being stolen. I thought that was ridiculous. They were actually cheering it on and seeing it as a good thing that this was happening. Like, wow. They've got Ronin next year, which, albeit looks hit and miss, I think it looks all right. It's not overly great. They've got Final Fantasy VII next year, Rebirth, which admittedly is going to do really well. They've got the remaster of The Last of Us. No one cares. What else have they actually got next year? Well, they've got Helldivers 2, but that's coming to PC as well. Day and date. Because it's not a Sony exclusive. Well, it's a Sony exclusive, but not a platform exclusive. I think that's about it. Oh, right. They've got the 2 DLCs for Final Fantasy 16. I mean, all we can do, Rabbi, is wait and see. 2024 Christmas is a long way away. They can't ship to the stores. That is a sale for them. Insurance pays the store. Sony doesn't have to pay them back. No, they don't. And at the end of the day, I actually thought it was a stunt that we were watching on that clip, but apparently in America, I guess not so much over here, but in the US, people just don't touch anyone that's trying to steal anything. It's because of the risk of getting stabbed or shot being quite high. In the UK, people are crazy. They just lunge themselves at you. If Arcane started development within the past year, then Blade is fairly likely to be a launch title. Yeah, Edward. Blade is going to be See, this is the other thing. Right? I don't think Blade is coming this generation. I think Blade is going to be a launch title for the next Xbox. Now, they can't put down Xbox Series X, X2 or something like that because they haven't announced the next console yet, the name or anything of what it's going to be. So the only thing they technically could have put on there was Xbox. And the thing is, this now gives rise to a question, is Game Pass changing? Because if Game Pass is changing, they can't put Game Pass either. And by Game Pass changing, maybe they're going to rebrand it into something else and make it more simple. Maybe they're going to get rid of that, Game Pass only one where it doesn't have the internet, because that one just doesn't make any sense. So maybe they're looking at rebranding Game Pass entirely, in which case then it wouldn't be coming to Game Pass, so they couldn't put that on the video either. But we also saw tons of games yesterday this morning, that didn't have a platform. I mean, Starfield can't win Game of the Year anymore because it's no longer Game of the Year. Or getting sued by the FIFA or the store. Yeah, they can. Starfield can only get best ongoing game at this point. They can't get Game of the Year anymore because it's no longer... The game was released This year, not next year. Diablo Mozart. I'd cancel the Suicide Squad and get another Arkham game. See, the problem with... Let me tread lightly on this because, like I said in my video, I don't know if my NDA has expired yet. But what I will say is, in terms of the actual banter between the characters, it's spot on and it's awesome. Yeah, that's what I thought, Chili. That's why I don't want to say too much about it, but but the banter was great. That's why in my video I said, I'm still under NDAs. So, I'm going to stop. Also, in the USA, the individual can lose their job if they try to stop a person stealing. I mean, yeah, because you can hurt the person, right? You can get done for it. Oh, yeah, Josh, that was a real surprise. Again, Rabbit, a game expansion cannot win Game of the Year. It can only win, apparently, on best ongoing game, but it can't win Game of the Year. It's why when the trailer started playing, my reaction was like, "Yes, this is video game." I know, Chili. I know. I mean, that's pretty much what I said in my recap video. I was like, yes, this game. Good. Bye. Moving on. You should create a list of your NDAs and expiration dates. I don't actually know when it ends. It didn't actually state. I don't think it stated it in the document. That's the only one I can't talk about anyway. Well, they would have to remake Starfield in order for it to be able to go in for Game of the Year. Resident Evil 4 was remade from its original 2005. It wasn't a DLC. That's why Resident Evil 4 was up there. I mean, it shouldn't be up there. I agree. It's a 2005 game. It should never have been up there. But that is why the exception was made for that game, because it was remade in 2023. Like, I have a mobile game I'm under NDA for, and they just gave me the term years. Chili, game over, man. Game over. That's game over, man. Basically, you ain't talking about that until the game's out. At least remakes are base game and extra. You can count it like a new game. Yeah, essentially, that's what it is. Spider-Man's 2 DLC will not win Game of the Year, but it can win Best Ongoing Game of the Year. Or Best Ongoing Game. Venom and Atreus gonna become 70. Oh, man. Can you imagine? I just want to see... I really wanted to see some of the reactions yesterday of when Sony didn't win anything. I mean, they didn't win anything, right? I mean, someone here was asking, why does Microsoft have to limit their games to their platform and ecosystem only? Why don't they just release it cross-platform? And I'm like, the same reason why Sony does it. Don't be stupid. What is wrong with these people, man? Oh, damn. Oh, shit. What is this? X, what are you doing? Now you're putting ads in your ads. Look. Oh, Okay. Okay, Chili. Okay, I see what you're doing here. I see what Chili's doing here. I see what he's doing here. He's trying to make me go bankrupt. He knows I like Final Fantasy. He knows I'm a huge fan. You lost the race? You let me down, man. I thought you were supposed to win this for me. That actually looks kind of dope. Hey, look. It's got a baby chocobo on it. Take that back. Take that back. I like it. I like it. Oh, shit. Wow. Oh, shit. A shop owner in Japan has closed their shop early to go home and play the Final Fantasy 16 DLC. The sign says, due to the distribution of Final Fantasy 16 DLC, all of the staff have returned home. What? Oh, you gotta love Japan. You gotta love Japan, man. This is the sort of shit I love to see. Now, this is what you call dedication to a franchise. My dude was like, you know what? Business is closed. You see that announcement right now? That shadow drop? I'm out. But boss, you're getting paid now. Just get out. It's like, get out of here. I'm going home. I got games to play. I mean, I got a DLC to play. Go. Oh, man. I can't believe what he said. Did you guys...
Thanks, nigga. All right. Thanks, nigga. All right. Thanks, nigga. All right.
Did you hear that? How the hell did he get away with that? How the hell did he get away with that? Pretty sure that employee is loved by his... That boss is loved by his employee? Yeah, I know he is. We could all use bosses like that. Mate, that... Shouldn't Warframe or No Man's Sky won Best Support? I mean, Warframe, No Man's Sky, Final Fantasy 14, definitely not Destiny, 100%. I mean, I'm actually more happy that Cyberpunk won it over Destiny. But any game out there along those lines that is essentially a live service, Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, Terra Fantasy, No Man's Sky, Warframe, even The Division 2. All of these games can win Best Ongoing Service, but not a DLC, because it's not ongoing service. It is just a DLC, and there is nothing else planned. So, no, it doesn't... even World of Warcraft, exactly, Chili. Anything that's essentially an ongoing service. Are you sure? Because...
Thanks, nigga. All right. Thanks, nigga. All right.
It sounds a lot like it. It sounds a lot like it. He got away with murder. Xbox is a third-party publisher. Blade on PlayStation is old news. It's about high margins now. Man, he is coping so hard. By the way, I do agree that the music was played too fast for award winners this year, and I asked our team to relax the rule as the show went on. While no one was actually cut off, it's something to address going. What do you mean no one was cut off? The Game of the Year winners were basically told to piss off. What do you mean it wasn't cut off? The music started while they were finishing talking. Okay, so when do y'all think Blade will release? Probably 28. I don't see it coming out for this generation Xbox. I just don't. I would give the dinosaur minigame in Chrome for when the internet dies, best ongoing game. Hey, look, don't diss that game. I spent hours on that game when my internet went down. When my internet went down and I was restricted to half a meg download and half a meg upload, it was rough, man. That dinosaur minigame, it got me through some patches. I didn't have my Steam Deck back then. I didn't have any of that. It got me through some hard patches. Of course, I still had my console, so that was okay. Jeff Keighley was rude yesterday. The Baldur's Gate crew... Yeah. The Baldur's Gate crew were really, really upset with him. They actually, today, publicly apologized to Phil about not being able to announce it on stage, because that was the plan. That was the big reveal. Baldur's Gate 3, Blade, and all of that. But it wasn't meant to be. So I'm tripping because I'm disappointed that streamers with so-called sources hinted that Gears of War 6 and the Indiana Jones trailer would be there, and they didn't. That actually is a big surprise for me, honestly, Stage, because I spoke to a few people, and a few people that I know in the industry. They don't work for Microsoft. They just, they work inside the industry, and they've got, friends and connections throughout, right? And they also were pretty confident that Gear 6 was going to make an appearance. So I'm guessing something might have happened along the way to stop it from being shown. Indiana Jones not being shown at the moment makes sense because of the FTC trial. Honestly, that the FTC trial is fucking everything up for Microsoft because they can't be seen too strong. They can't be seen aggressive, because if they're seen aggressive, there's a chance the judge can turn around the ruling and give the FTC what they want, and then the FTC could then go retrospectively and reverse the ABK decision, right? Now, the chances of that happening are almost impossible. Like, I'm talking, you've got like maybe 1 trillion to 1 chance of it happening, but it's still a chance, right? And Microsoft does not want any of that going to chance. So at the moment, games like Blade, Indiana Jones, they're not going to get a public announcement on exclusivity. They're not going to give the FTC that ammo, because the moment they do, the FTC is going to use that in court. You can bet everything you've got they're going to use it in court and say, look, they said they weren't going to do it, and now they are. Because as far as the FTC is concerned, Nintendo's allowed to have exclusive content. Sony's allowed to have exclusive content. If Tencent released a console, they're allowed to have exclusive content. If Sega released a console today and made all their games first party only on their Dreamcast 2, they're allowed to have exclusive content. But Microsoft is not allowed to have exclusive content. That is the way the FTC see it. They are very, very anti-American. At this point, I actually think they hate America entirely. They hate American business. They hate American corporations. They just hate America. That is the way I see it. I don't understand how they are still being funded by the American government, but it is what it is. But I actually do now believe that the FTC do hate Americans, because they are supporting every single Japanese company out there, but not American. I mean, I can't be the only one that's actually seen this, right? So when it comes to Indiana Jones and Blade, I get it. But Gear 6, that was a big surprise for me, not showing. So I'm guessing something went horribly wrong with Gear 6. In terms of like the footage that they had prepared, I think it just something went wrong and they couldn't do it. I can't wait to play Taxi Driver again. Remember playing that as a kid. Mate, I actually still play Crazy Taxi on my Dreamcast. It's so good. It is so damn good. I love it, man. It's Crazy Taxi. It's time to make some crazy money. Great game. Great game. I remember actually importing my Dreamcast. It was so cool. I remember taking my VMU unit to school. I was doing my exams and using my VMU memory card as a watch. I was like the coolest kid for like 2-3 days. It was such a great time. I remember teachers coming over during my exam and saying, "What is that? Are you cheating?" I'm like, "No, it's just a watch." And they'd look at it and they'll go, "Oh, this is a weird watch." I'm like, "Yeah, I imported it from Japan." And they had none the wiser. It was so cool. And I feel the streamers who did the hinting should be called for it. Well, at the end of the day, like I said, I actually was told from people who work in the industry it's going to be there. The fact that it wasn't is surprising. I was actually really, really surprised that it wasn't there. I expected it to be there from all the information that was given to me. Jeff Keighley told Larian to leave. They couldn't plug Xbox release? He knew an announcement was coming. Yeah. Edward, he knew that the Xbox announcement was coming. He told him to move on. What the fuck? No one bothered to let anyone know anywhere in the show about. It was crazy. I can remember when my internet went boom, I had to talk to my lads for 2 days, for 2 weeks. £2 from Chile, 72 watching, 21 likes. Everyone smack the like button now. Should do it. Do it. Thank you for that £2 super chat, Chile. I appreciate you. TJ has always treated winners with a degree of disrespect. TJ is a marketing show with gimmick awards to attract viewers. Devs, winners deserve better treatment, more respect. Stalker 2 is in a month or two. We didn't see Stalker 2 either. That's the other one I was expecting to be there. That's supposed to be coming real soon. So the fact that nothing was shown was, again, you know what I think is going to happen, chat? Do you know what I think is absolutely going to happen? Do you know what I think is going to happen? There's going to be, you know, that mystical PlayStation showcase that they keep on badgering on about that's going to happen, that never is going to happen. I think that mystical PlayStation showcase is actually going to become an Xbox showcase. And I think in January or February, we're actually going to get a showcase and it's going to have Gears, Indiana Jones, maybe, what is it? More Senhua, or maybe even just Shadow Drop Senhua there and then. But we're going to have a lot of games shown at that showcase. I think we're going to get one really early next year. And that's where you're going to see all of this. Considering the way the TGA actually treated Microsoft this year, I can see Phil holding a grudge against them. It's a marketing show with gimmick awards to attract viewers. I also feel like, and don't take this the wrong way, I get it's a marketing show, but it tries to advertise itself as something different. At least with E3, you knew what you was getting, right? It was all about business, marketing, with games thrown in. But I kind of enjoyed the atmosphere of E3 more. It felt... It hit different. I don't know what it is. Oh, and health update. I am feeling much better. Being sick. Oh, you've been sick. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I am so sorry to hear that. Is it because of the journey you had going home that night? Because yeah, I was having trouble. They were saying that. You know what? I still haven't played the DLC for Gears 5. I really do need. I started it, but I need to finish it. Chaos, the Kojima game looks creepy. The way he made his way on stage was creepy in a good way. I've always been a fan of Kojima games. What game do you think his game is about? It's going to be a horror survival. I think I don't know if it's going to be a survival game, but definitely going to be a horror game. Let's see. Let's catch up with some of these. I want to, or the one that had the screen and joypad. You could play with a pet or something. It's been a while, but yeah, would Gear 6 have been there? Coalition only started dev work about a year or so ago. No, Coalition's been working on it for a while. Not just a year. So it should have been there. I think something just went wrong. You now, bro, you're awesome. Thanks a lot, dude. I appreciate that. Maybe Stalker 2 at Microsoft start of the year show. Yeah, I think they're gonna do a show next year. Early. I'll be honest, after playing Grand Blue Fantasy, I'm now hyped for it a lot. I'm annoyed it's not crossplay though. Really? That's a huge problem, mate. What is it with companies not doing crossplay these days? Is it because of Sony again? Because they always have that crossplay tax. The guy that works for God of War disrespect on the stage about Call of Duty. I mean, yeah, that was rough. He shouldn't have done that. That was I mean the fact that he turned around and said himself, that's another company I've just burned bridges with. He knew it. The moment he said it, he knew it. Isn't ZeniMax Direct in January? Microsoft had a dev direct last year as well. It could be. It could be. Nobody on stage of the audience seemed like a legit gamer. The only company that dominated the game awards yesterday was Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft stole it. I mean, let's be realistic. Tell which game that was shown yesterday even Blade, right? Which game outshined Hellblade 2? Yeah, probably the journey. The entire train was packed with 3+ sets of trains in one, then was stuck in -5 weather. Ouch. I mean, yesterday my brother came and I think it was like 11 o'clock, just before I went live. He knocked on my window and he goes, "Hey, do you want some chips?" And I was like, "Mate, it's 11 o'clock. You drove all the way here for chips." And he goes, "Oh, no, I've just come back from Reading. We had 4 trains trying to go through the same tunnel and it caused a jam for 2.5 hours." And I was like, logistics. Clearly not their strong suit. Just dawned on me that Chris Judge comment could be taken as a console. It is console wars. The whole that deliberately was done as a console. It was a deliberate jab at Microsoft and Activision. Is PS4, PS5 online and PC separate? These why does it have to do that? Why couldn't it have combined with PC? Is Baldur's Gate 3 worth playing on Xbox? Yes. If you like that sort of game, yes. Is it cheaper on PC? Yes. Is there a physical version of the game that you can buy on Xbox? Yes. Should you get the physical version if you care for physicals? Yes. Coalition had the new IP and the Matrix to work on. They were pretty vocal about holding off on Gear 6 until they got to grips with UE5. I mean, Coalition are monsters with Unreal Engine. I can't imagine it would have taken them that long to get to grips with Unreal Engine 5. They have worked wonders with that engine. They are really good with it. Like, if I had to trust anyone within the whole of Microsoft, Activision, Blizzard, ZeniMax, with the engine, Unreal Engine, it would be Coalition. I'm biased. My game of the show was Dragon Ball. Fucking Dragon Ball. Jesus, Jenny, Dragon Ball. I mean, it looked like I was watching an anime, so I'll give you that. Yeah, we were jammed for 2 hours on the track. This is why I don't like train. I don't like trains. No game outshined Hellblade 2. Who was the guy next to Todd Howard telling the Fallout actors to wrap it up? Carabella. I don't remember. Could have been Jeff. I mean, either way, everyone was being told to wrap it up. They were given such a short time on stage. That was announced ages ago, though, Jim. Solus. Rise of Ronin being exclusive to PS5. I was surprised it's coming to PC, though. So that's another game that if you've got a PC, I'd probably pick it up on PC because it's just going to run better, right? At least if it's given the time and effort. But I just need to start expecting cool games set in Japan to be. I mean, there was a couple of other games that were coming. I mean, Metaphor is a cool game. If you like Persona style games, that's coming to Xbox day one. It should be on Game Pass. Persona 6 is coming to Xbox. So there's some decent games coming. Monster Hunter Wilds is coming. That Kemuri game looked interesting, even though we didn't really see much of it. But I suspect Microsoft might want to move into that one since it's an indie game. Idea Xbox, they can support the game. I believe Activision should do some petty make a game with I Got War and make it better and make it online. They say this is something you can't. They could do. From the latest, it'll have characters from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and a new anime coming out, Dragon Ball Daima. I think there's too many Dragon Balls there. And look, Jurassic Park looked. Look, the one thing I respect the people that made that trailer is the homage they played to the original movies, right? They didn't go back to the new movies. They actually went back to the original movie. That scene is iconic, and they actually did it so good. They did it justice. The only thing missing was the toilet scene. I think we can all agree that the only thing missing from that trailer was the toilet scene. And obviously, Goldblum. We needed him. This actually looked really good, even though this image here looks trash. But I actually was quite excited for Exodus. I didn't know anything about it, but it actually surprised me. Fucking what? Oh, Jesus, man. Fuck it hell. But, Sega knocked it out of the park, right? Sega knocked it out of the park. On Virtua Fighter, we are evaluating right now. Virtua Fighter doesn't use so many tricks, special moves like in Street Fighter. It's very realistic. How can we make it more dramatic? It's something we're working on. So they're trying to make it more modernized. Confirms original creators are involved in Jet Set Radio reboot. Nice. Sega wants to return the rebellious energy of the Dreamcast era. This is good, man. This is good. This is really good. Golden Axe 3D looked so good, but Crazy Taxi looked insane. I'm really excited for those. Cannot wait. Oh man, did you hear about this the day before? Game is garbage. Developers are now going back. The actual publisher is going and changing the details of the original posting because it's not what it is advertised. So they're changing it to make it look like what is advertised. Oh, good Lord. Man, I am actually surprised how people give him super chats and stuff and donations, gifted, whatever. And he actually talks to them like a piece of shit. I just don't, man, I couldn't do that, man. What's he saying?
Everyone laughed when I made my silly hand graph talking about how the Xbox and the PlayStation are going to be close this console generation, and I actually think they're going to even out by the end of it. Everyone laughed.
Could be. You wasted money. Would you collab with the Fortnite Lego mode? Are you looking for someone that's trash at the game? I could play it, but I am absolutely trash. But it looks fun as hell. We could sort something out. They love helping the mentally. But yeah, it was good. I was looking for some videos to react to today, but I couldn't really find anything. Does anyone have any good video suggestions that we could maybe sit and react to? No PG rated. What's this?
This is the best fight to showcase it. This right here is the best fight to showcase it. Look, everything freezes. Her and the guy, everything freezes. It's some kind of a cinematic thing. You see what I'm saying? They're both fluidly moving. Dun, 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 dun. Connects. And as soon as she connects, everything stops. The guy stops. She stops. Oh, look. I'm telling you, it also might not be the music. Do you see her focus right here? Oh, no, something was in the way. Okay, I thought she was filling the focus. No, she's definitely not filling the focus. She has all three. For half a second, I thought maybe the focus was empty. No, it's not the focus. They're doing something intentional, like something cinematic is taking place here. 1, 2, 3, boom. And the other guy, when it pauses, I did the same thing.
My dude is coping hard. He thinks it's fake. Oh my God. This is the Indiana Jones trailer from 2 years ago. Nope. I'm sick of being copyrighted. Yeah, there was nothing. Maybe that is just the Microsoft way. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. Light, no fire. So how many of you think that this game is going to end up like this when it comes out? Gem, I agree. I agree. There's just no way that he's going to manage to get a game out like this. Though I do like what he did. He turned around and said, "Hey, Todd, You made a No Man's Sky game. I'm gonna make a Skyrim game. One that might work without mods. But he promised the world, man. He literally promised the world. He said that I am giving you Earth. I don't see this working day one. The only problem with Blade is it was announced too early. If the game has only just started development, you're looking about 4 years. So we're looking 2027. I don't think it'll come out at the end of the generation, although it could. You see, what they could do is have the game come out towards the end of the Xbox Series X's generation, but already have a patch ready for the Xbox Series X2. I agree, Josh. Xbox stole the show, without a shadow of doubt. They did. Look at it. Everyone is asking, is Blade exclusive? It is exclusive, man. It is exclusive. You can get your copium out the door. There's no way. Yeah, he made a mistake. Lizard Man thinks he's funny. Yeah, COD sold more on PlayStation than God of War and God of War Ragnarok combined. Yeah, he made a huge mistake with that statement. He should not have done it. I mean, in Stargate, what? Look, everyone loves Tilk, right? Let's be realistic. Everyone loves Tilk. I just think he made a mistake. I think he made a terrible mistake. But we didn't see Avowed either. See, Towerbone, I've actually heard really, really good things about, right? We didn't see Towerbone. We didn't see Avowed. Flight Simulator is just Flight Sim. We didn't see like anything for Fable, South Midnight, Clockwork Revolution, which I expected to be there. Gears, Indiana Jones, I expected to be there. State of Decay, I expected to be there. You know, we didn't see any of those. I didn't expect the Elder Scrolls 6 to be there. But it's interesting. We didn't even get any information about the Fallout remaster, right? That is supposed to be in development. I think that's what they're going to do, Edward. I think that's what they're going to do. Someone in chat mentioned that there was a video for me to react to. What was it? Edward, I agree. I agree. Hopefully they do a Xbox State of Play. They will. They will. I think it's going to be in January or February. I think Jan or Feb will be when we get that. South of Midnight? 2024, I think. I think 2024. Force One, yeah. Apparently, Kojima is now mid. My dude is drunk. He can't make games. He's lost his way. Robin, I know the Fallout TV series is coming in April, but I kind of thought that they would actually make an announcement with the Fallout, the remaster that they were doing. At least show something of it. Maybe not, and announce a release date closer to the TV series. But I guess it wasn't. It was a joke, and it was telling the truth. Card-free campaign, which I like, was way too short. Look, there's one thing saying that he's telling the truth. Then there's the other thing where professionals within the industry, which he is now a part of, don't need to console war. They have that common courtesy, respect for the developers. He hits out at the developers who turned that game around in 16 months, when normally they're allowed 3 years. It's public knowledge on the conditions that they had to work under in order to get that game out. So the fact that that game even was ready within that 16 months is a miracle in itself. And to come out and, the developers aren't Activision. They can't dictate what's going on there. But to attack the developers, I think, is wrong. And, that shot that he fired wasn't felt by Activision. It was felt by the developers. Peers in the industry don't generally go throat to throat with each other. Fallout 3 is getting remastered. But it's only a graphical increase. Nothing else. Hey, Caleb, Reforge is the guy that keeps on giving. Not available on other formats until the 31st of the 12th, 2023. So this is coming on PC pretty much in the new year. But it's not coming on Xbox. That's what it means, Estel. Because how can people say Kojima has lost his way for making a game for Xbox for a change? Look. Everyone loved ZeniMax. Then Microsoft bought them. No one loves ZeniMax. Everyone loved COD. Microsoft buys Activision Blizzard. No one likes COD. Kojima makes a game. Everyone loves Kojima. He's making a game for Xbox and showcases it before he showcases a PlayStation game. Everyone hates Kojima. Do you see a pattern? Do you see a pattern? There is no pattern. There is a pattern, sorry. If Xbox is involved, then they hate it and they have to shit on it. It's that simple. Final Fantasy 16 will be summer PC probably. Maybe. I'm gonna try and finish it. Maybe next week. And I think I'm about halfway through. So I'm gonna try and finish it next week. Maybe on stream. On Twitch. That erratic frame rate is killing me though. It's literally giving me motion sickness all over the place. Did anyone take advantage of this? Apparently, Immortals of Avium was selling for $8 on the US store. It's apparently gone now, but it was selling for $8. Chili, that actually makes a lot more sense, selling like a complete package rather than anything else. But I really hope that Square Enix would fix the frame rate on Final Fantasy 16. I'm disappointed that they didn't. It's a little sad because it still gives me motion sickness. So I can't play it too long. I'll put it this way. He can say whatever he wants and suffer the consequences later for it if he even does. I mean, I doubt he'll be getting hired over at Xbox for that now. He burnt his bridge last night. He won't get a job there. It was a stupid thing to do. There's just some things you just don't do. And he thought he was being funny. And what, it's $7.99 on the UK Xbox store? Really? Or do you mean in the shops? Sean Murray needs to go back into hiding. Maybe I'm being petty, but I hope Microsoft can start getting really aggressive and the members of the industry console warring regret it. Jem, I've been saying that for a long time. Microsoft needs to get the gloves off and put the big boy pants on. Need to show people who's boss. Don't like things going Xbox way. Oh, we got a super chat down here. The Angry Therapist. MD. Kojima came out saying he was still working with Sony. He said that when he announced he was working with Xbox. I mean, no one is saying that he's not working with Sony. He is working on Death Stranding 2, right? I checked the deluxe bundle earlier. It said £31 for me in the UK on Xbox. Maybe they changed it. Maybe they changed it. Are we talking about Christopher Judge's COD statement? Yeah, Hector. It was a price error, but let's see if they're going to honor it. Because the last price error there was with Diablo. And that we also had that one. But Immortals of Avium is going to Game Pass and PlayStation Plus anyway, so yeah, I think they should have left it at $8 and £8 because I think they would have actually sold some copies. They're not going to sell anything at £31 after the guy, the CEO announced that it's going to Game Pass. It was a dumb move to do. Of course, I grabbed it and Wild Hearts as well. Nice. I haven't seen Lion's Pride for a bit. The Final Fantasy frame rate is a feature, not a bug. It helps you to reduce your playtime to healthy levels. It doesn't help it when I can't play it for like 45 minutes. By the way, everyone, thanks for the super chats. It's really appreciated. I like all platforms, but this console war stuff in general just keeps every platform in the news. They could care less. All they want is to make sure whatever game is released makes money. That is, of course, true. Look, there's to me, there's two different levels of console warring, right? There is the banter that comes with it, the healthy banter. The stuff where people meme and joke about and just have a good time. A bit like your favorite sports team, right? You cheer on your favorite sports team. You trash talk the other sports team. That's the good side of console warring. Unfortunately, there's a sad side of the console warring, just like there is with sports, supporting a sports team. And that is the toxic side of things. And that's where it starts to get a bit muddy. Well, it gets very muddy and quite horrible. And that's the side I'm not interested in. I'm more interested in the side that provides the comical, fun, and the light banter side. To me, that's the part that's fun. When you've got two sides just giving as good as they get, having a good time, having a laugh. It's all good. They say that we stole Blade. At the point, Xbox and Kojima must be full. EA were in talks to put IOA on Immortals of Avium on Game Pass. I'm not sure how serious they were. Well, they made an announcement during Black Friday that that's what they were going to do. So they said they were in talks and it's going to happen. As soon as they announced that, all the sales for the game on Black Friday went out the window. Now, this is why I'm saying this £8 or $8 price tag, I think it should have stayed because it encouraged people to buy the game. That's not buying the game now. Unfortunately, it's not $8 anymore. At least it's not $8 for me. They've expanded their team leaf store. That's all they've done. Exactly, Roman. Devontae, I'm just talking about having a good time. The toxic nature is I would say, is the tribalism part. I've got no interest in that. But, you know, the light-hearted jabs that we do on the, you know, back and forth, like you would do with your sports teams, I think that's fine. I think that's all, you know, within the realms of a bit of fun. Sony does not own Spider-Man. They only own the movie rights to Spider-Man. Immortals of Avium. Who knows if Sony had something to do with it? I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, there is a bit of that, Devontae. I mean, we can actually turn around and laugh at them. I just don't interact with it. Like Unleashed, right? My dude is capping for PlayStation. He is bigging up PlayStation. And yet he doesn't even own a PlayStation. So, like, there comes a point in your life when you have to turn around and say, what am I doing? I don't own the platform. I don't play on the platform. But I'm capping for it like my life depends on it. It gets a little weird and sad, right? If I won the Game of the Year and was dedicating the award to a member of my team who had died during development and saw the words, please wrap it up, I'd be effing pissed.
Spent their hearts and souls for 6 years on this game in sometimes very difficult circumstances. This was our COVID game. Along the way, we lost quite a few people also, so we want to dedicate this to all people we lost, and especially to Jim, our lead cinematic artist, who passed away in the last month.
That is so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. Also, what is the rush here? This isn't a broadcast TV, it's Twitch. Is the theater going to turn on the sprinkles or something? I didn't play Atlas Fallen. I know a friend that did, and they really enjoyed it, but that's about it. Am I the only one that really thought this looked visually underwhelming? Nope, everyone thought it was visually underwhelming. But you do have a naked chick here for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, he said that he's just burned his bridges. He won't ever get to work for that company. Not that he won't ever work for it. They won't ever have him. I mean, the Game of the Year should have got way more time. It's Game of the Year. Come on. And also, what is the rush? Like Paul Tassi said, I don't normally agree with him, but what is the rush? Maybe Xbox uses ambiguity in their favor. Xbox doesn't want to say Xbox exclusive because across the industry media, it's a negative term. Xbox only gains from die-hard Xbox fans and loses the media and everyone else. Blade will be available on almost every modern device except PlayStation and Nintendo. They waited until the last minute to say Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, and Indiana Jones are Xbox exclusive. Well, they still haven't said Indiana Jones is an Xbox exclusive. It was only revealed in court. Outside of court, they still haven't acknowledged it. Oh no, it's not an award show. It's just a joke. What did I do to that clown? I mean, this you don't need to do anything to this clown. This clown just thing. Oh my god, this is horrible. Now they're just throwing it in your face. I really want that controller. Power your dreams. See, they can make a Chocobo themed Xbox controller. I'll definitely buy it. I will definitely buy it. My kid wants the Elite controller. He wants the Elite controller, the blue core one, for Christmas. It's Jeff's show. I know, but he keeps on prancing about saying that you need to respect developers and respect the games, and then he disrespects it. You can't have it both ways. I know, Josh. I was streaming it. Again, a horrible time. I died the same way. The only difference last year was that I wasn't streaming straight after like I am now. I know, but what does it matter? It's not like they're on a time limit, right? It's not like they're on the clock. It's not like they're broadcasting on TV. It's on Twitch and YouTube. So what does it matter how long someone wants to take speaking? Sure, I'll give it, Christopher did take quite a long time with his speech. That's fine. We get it. And maybe they wanted to put a few checks in place, but the way they've actually gone about doing it is completely wrong. Like I said, and what I agree with Paul Tassi here. It's not, it's not being broadcast live on TV. So what does it matter? Call of Duty DLC was the best-selling game on PlayStation Store. Hey, well, what did you say, Josh? Oh, Diablo didn't say anything bad, Josh. He's just letting you know that what the deal is with Spider-Man. I look done. It was 4 a.m. What did you expect? I look done now. I'm barely hanging on. Good luck trying to get the Blue Elite controller. Oh, it's available on Amazon. It's available on Argos. It's available everywhere here in the UK. Let's look them in. You boy on here, look at this. Yep. This channel didn't even exist last year. It was over at Twitch that I actually did it last year. Don't forget, this channel's been alive for what, 6 months? I think we've actually come a long way in 6 months. My original channel has been around for ages, but this one has only been around for about 6 months. And we're almost at 6,000 subs, which is amazing. So that is a really, really great growth. I'm really happy with it. But yeah, I was having a look. What the fuck? I love how Reforged Gaming is pretending he knows why The Last of Us fans hated The Last of Us by claiming the people who review bombed it didn't buy the game, which is ironic because he hasn't touched the game and is capping for it. This is going to be glorious on PS6. Good luck with that. But this is going to be the narrative. Let's learn it. You all said that about Starfield. And now the narrative. Wait. Then about Indiana Jones. And now about Blade. When will you all learn? Probably never. Keep that copium going. I mean, my dude, my dude is being a bit special. Oh, they are that delusional. They are that delusional. They are very, very, very delusional. Congrats to Baldur's Gate 3, Game of the Year 2023. I really wanted Alan Wake to win. I did. I really wanted it to win. PlayStation First Party won no awards. That is bad, man. Not a... All those nominations that it got, not a single reward. Not one. Oh, man. It did, I mean, the whole of the VR section was all PlayStation, except for one game, Resident Evil Village. And Village won it as well. You know, I don't know. Let me have a look. Let's have a look and see what the Dreamcast guy is saying.
Hi there, I'm Midori.
Let's have a look for Dreamcast guy.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast guy.
Where is his latest videos?
What's up, gamers?
Do we want to watch the? Do we want to watch Dreamcast guys? Did it suck? The Game Awards 2023 reaction, winners, new games, and losers. It's 10 minutes long. It's got a pretty even like to dislike ratio. Oh, it did. All right. let's switch to browser. Audio. So as you can see here, it has a 1.4K like to almost 800 dislike. I mean, this must have been bad. All right, here we go.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here, talking today about the Game Awards 2023 because I just finished watching it, and to be honest, my brain is completely scattered. That thing was over 3 hours, counting the pre-show, all the announcements, the crazy reveals, the cringe. It was just an enormous load of video games, and as good as it was, it's still too long. Every year I feel like I at least have to slightly roast the Game Awards because as much as Jeff Keighley is trying, it's a bloated mess. But I want to talk about the goods and the bads because there were a lot of incredibly good trailers, and I think a lot of games that deserve to be awarded were certainly awarded. So let's talk about that. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please keep dreaming. But before we actually get into anything else, let's thank the sponsor for this video, Factor. The holidays can be incredibly busy, and stay on track with fresh, never frozen meals. Our favorite is these cool. If you want to try this for yourself, which I highly recommend, check out these things now. Okay, so to even try and scratch the surface of everything that happened at the Game Awards is a difficult process because we literally got so many back-to-back announcements. But before we start to go into the new stuff that was revealed, and some of it is extremely impressive, I do want to just talk about the games that won. Game of the Year was obviously Baldur's Gate 3. Everybody expected that, and in my opinion, very well deserved. The part of this that's probably the most mind-blowing, though, was the fact that Alan Wake 2 really swept. It got Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction. I mean, across the board, it definitely got a lot of awards that I wasn't expecting.
Best it didn't get Game of the Year. How does it not get Game of the Year if it's winning all these awards?
Rush. Again, that's an obvious contender. These are the ones that I feel like were a bit tough, though. Best performance going from Ben Starr for Final Fantasy XVI or Neil Newborn for Asterion. It's an interesting toss-up. Now, again, this was the one that I think most people were talking about. Best ongoing game and best indie game. Sea of Stars absolutely deserved it. I love Sea of Stars a lot. Classic RPGs. People basically making a fan sequel to Chrono Trigger was extremely cool. But Cyberpunk winning this to me was a giant surprise. Very well deserved, of course, but the Cyberpunk 2.0 update not just
well
fixed the
deserved.
Game, it totally.
Wait. Cyberpunk winning this is well deserved. Are you fucking drunk? Are you crazy? Cyberpunk winning this is what it shouldn't have even been nominated. You
changed it. It's practically Cyberpunk 2. And of course, the Phantom Liberty DLC was incredibly epic. But let's talk about those trailers. Now, this is the stuff that was the craziest to me, was that Hideo Kojima showed up to talk about a new horror game called Overdose, or I guess it's officially titled OD. The original leaked name for it was Overdose. This website is completely breaking. Let me see if I can refresh this here. Pretty much everybody is looking at these games right now. All right, I've got some stuff pulled up here. Hideo Kojima's got his trailer here. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm not even going to bother showing it to you because, to be honest, it's just people reading lines with a spooky door clearly opening up. But there have been some leaks that this is sort of an interactive horror movie, and Jordan Peele is going to take part in it somehow. That's extremely cool. Now, this was the other reveal that absolutely blew my mind. God of War Ragnarok Valhalla is a free roguelike inspired DLC coming to the game.
So this is now a new trend for Sony. They've gone from doing remasters, remakes. Now every game is going to have a roguelike. I guarantee you at some point next year, you're going to get a Spider-Man 2 roguelike game mode. It's going to happen. You got it for The Last of Us. You've now got it for God of War. You are going to get it for Spider-Man. It seems to be a trend. If they do it for one, it's going to the others. It's so weird. Look, I'm not saying Cyberpunk is a bad game. I'm saying that it shouldn't have been in that category. I still don't believe that they deserve... No. There should be a new category for expansions and DLCs. And then they can pit them against it. It's not an ongoing game, so it shouldn't be in there.
Next week, December 12th, we're getting a free, completely new mode for God of War Ragnarok. The entire internet right now is breaking, honestly, because I think everybody is talking about all of these games. But it's, I mean, to me, this is just super cool. Yeah, Twitter's breaking. That's how much these Game Awards are completely destroying the internet. Final Fantasy did 2 gigantic announcements. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth got a new trailer, which was extremely cool. And honestly, it showed a bunch of new stuff that I was kind of surprised about. A lot of gold sorcery style stuff. Anybody who's played the original FF7 kind of has an idea of what's in store. But even still, that's awesome. Next up, though, this...
Not necessarily, because once they kind of deviated from the main path of, from what 7 was, so you kind of don't know what's in store. But this was a cool announcement. This came out of nowhere. Echoes of the Fallen and the Rising Tide.
This is one that I'm a bit confused by. Echoes of the Fallen and the Rising Tide launches in spring, so we're getting not one, but 2 big pieces of FF16 DLC that take place during the time jump. Anybody who's played 16 obviously knows this, but there's basically like a beginning part and an ending part. This fills in that gap. It lets us see the characters like Joshua and stuff in those interim years. That's a very interesting choice. Now, going back to this list of reveals, the Blade game sounds awesome. It's by Arcane, which, okay, yes, Redfall sucked, but this is better than Redfall. Sega announced that they're making 5 new games, 5 remakes, including it's going to be Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Crazy Taxi, and more. This is wild. There was some talks by Sega themselves saying they were going to make the first quadruple A project. I think that's what this is they're basically going back and remaking every single game. Bringing back Crazy Taxi to me, though, is ballistic insane. I love Crazy Taxi. Who would have ever thought they were going to bring back Crazy Taxi? Okay, so next up we have a lot of weird stuff. No Man's Sky is making a new game. Freaking Hello Games is making a complete Earth simulator. It is an Earth-sized globe. The gameplay trailer honestly didn't even make sense because the scope is so massive, but it's like a fantasy alternate universe. They basically said, Skyrim. What if you could climb a mountain bigger than Everest and look across the horizons? That would be awesome. Like, here's the thing, though, is that as good as a lot of these trailers were, there was also a lot of filler crap in here. Zenless, Zone Zero, Last Sentinel, some of this stuff was good. Space Marine 2 looks good and stuff. Mecha Break, First Descendant. A lot of these trailers are CG. Rise of the Ronin looks great, and it's coming out in March 2024, coming out exclusively on the PlayStation 5.
Great.
Skull and Bones still exists.
Just because it's PlayStation.
My issue is that as happy as I am about new stuff being revealed, and a lot of this stuff looks good, I still think that Jeff Keighley needs to find a way to trim the fat. You cannot have so many of these freaking multi-hour long, like, I'm a viewer, I'm watching this experience. I was actually in agony for the last hour of it while enjoying it. I got so hungry, so thirsty, just ready for that next big announcement. It's cool that we're getting stuff like a new Hellblade trailer, the fact that we're getting a new Jurassic World game that looks like it's going to be very close to the idea of Alien Isolation.
I don't get what he's trying to say, though.
Across the board, it was a good press conference. Just find a way to trim it down. I don't know if that requires
How can you trim
less
it down?
Trailers, bump some of them to Summer Games Fest, but I'm telling you, even as a dude who enjoyed it more than most, a lot of people are being like, man, that was good. Cut at least an hour off of this show. This is too much. You know, people say there's no such thing as too much of a good thing. There is Jeff Keighley, and it's this. But that's been my off-the-cuff thoughts, because honestly, I'm still starving. I ate a couple bites of food. I probably got some chicken in my teeth. I'm going to go finish eating. It's freaking 10:30 p.m. I'm going to be uploading this at 11. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and go play some freaking games. God, I cannot wait. I'm going to definitely do a big video.
That's a bad take. I don't think that's a good take at all. At the end of the day, the Game Awards are supposed to be awards and a bunch of games showcasing their stuff. Do I think... I mean, it was on for 3.5 hours, right? Do I think it was maybe half an hour too long? Maybe. But in the end, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Yeah, I think it was a bad take. I think it was a really bad take. I think it was a really, really bad take. I don't think he got it right. I think he got it horribly wrong. But am I surprised? No. That's the question. Am I surprised that he got it horribly wrong? No. My thoughts on the Game Awards: as a reveal event, it's excelled. Excited for the future of games. As an award show, it disappointed. Major categories like Best Indie or Best RPG were afterthoughts, and the winners who did make it on stage were rushed in their acceptance speeches. It was a bad showing, man. Overall, it was just bad. It was just bad. But I cannot wait for this game. Someone asked about Steam Deck earlier. So, the Steam Deck is a very, very good handheld console. I've got one right here, and I use it quite a bit. Do I have anything on that? No. I use it quite a bit. I've got the LCD version, not the OLED version. I love this console. It's a good thing. But I've also gotten used to Linux. So in order to install like the Epic Game Store platforms and stuff like that, because you can, but you do need to go into the Linux and actually, you know, you're going to have to, if you don't know the operating system, you're going to have to learn or follow a video. And I recommend getting a keyboard and mouse in order to, you know, navigate. But if you do that, it's actually a really nice console. But if you're looking for a simple Windows experience, I'd get the Asus ROG Ally. It just works. But I'd also wait for that until next year, because the price for the Asus ROG Ally at the moment is crashing. And it's crashing quite hard. Now's a good time to buy one if you really want it. But that crashing that it's doing indicates to me that there is an OLED version coming. I'm going to put this on charge. Let's put this on charge. But for emulation, the Steam Deck is amazing. I'll say that. Ow. How did Spider-Man 2 not win Game of the Year when it had shit like this happen? This is major spoiler, so I'm not going to play it through, but it's a cutscene, man. Oh, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. For those of you that have seen my video, you'll have seen this. Okay, Sean, don't overpromise. Just say we've been working on something and show some clips. I'm making Earth. I don't think they're going to purchase Sega. I mean, I think it would be a good acquisition for them. But even if they bought Sega, I don't see them ever making the games exclusive. There are certain publishers you just release the games for whatever, right? And I think Sega is one of them. I reckon what they should do with Sega is just go throw money at them and say, we want these games exclusive for, say, 6 months, a year on Xbox. I think that would be a much better use of their money. I think Sega should stay independent. As much as I think it would be a great purchase for Microsoft, as much as I think that it would be good for them in Japan especially, I think they should remain independent. And just, throw money at them for the time being. Getting those exclusive contracts for a year, whatever. And then if Sony ever decides to be stupid and try to buy Sega, then they should just make a bigger bid and buy it. Nah, it's not that, Devontae. Spider-Man 2 was a blockbuster, right? But it's not memorable. Like, I played it. I gave it 8.9 out of 10, right? It didn't get a 9 for me because the bugs in the game that I experienced personally after the day one patch were enough to ruin my experience in certain parts. The fact that I had to restart my game 2 or 3 times in order to fix certain bugs was annoying. The fact that my cutscenes were desynced with audio was annoying. But I gave it an 8.9. I don't think it deserved a 9, but I think it, because of the bugs and the issues. But it's not memorable, right? Like, when I think back to other games like Alan Wake, there are key areas there that stood out, like the hotel with the whole, dismembered bodies and blood everywhere, or the completely whacked out music scene that you play through and go through. These are iconic scenes for me that stand out. When I think about the original Alan Wake, there are so many scenes there that I can just instantly trigger that goes to mind. There is nothing in Spider-Man that is memorable. It's a good experience, but it's just a blockbuster and you move on. There's nothing there that was memorable. There's nothing there that made it shine above the rest. It was a good game and that's it. I think Sega's trying to return back to their Dreamcast days because they had some really good games back then. Edward, I agree. I agree. Because they should have ran Black Widow, the fight with Spider-Man, not Mary Jane. And look, Mary Jane is OP. We don't argue with Mary Jane. Mary Jane is too powerful. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that they're making a Venom game. They've got the asset now, so it kind of makes sense. So, I mean, there's actually a way where you can force crash your machine and actually play with Venom in the open world. It can actually damage your PS5 doing it, apparently, but people are still doing it anyway because they want to play as Venom. And considering they now have the physical asset for Venom, it's a no-brainer to make a game, right? They've put the work in. God of War Valhalla. I can't believe that they're celebrating that. This is good. That's available on PC. That's good. That looked average. We know nothing about. I mean, it's a DLC. It's a DLC. Available on PC. So that's 1, 2, 3 out. Ronin looked mid to okay at best. So that's okay. So what Puerto Rock is saying here is 1 DLC, 2 DLC, 3 DLC is them doing good. And then Helldivers, which is available on PC. So if we take away 1, 2, 3, 4, all they've got is Rebirth and Ronin looked mid to good at best. So all they've got essentially is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yeah, they've got no games. Oh, it will. They turned an ABK real fast. The fact that Bethesda has declined to comment when asked about Blade and Xbox exclusivity tells you that it's FTC driven. Ah, this dude is upset. Dude's very upset. Xbox fans went in expecting a new refresh announcement. Gear 6. Mate, you expected Sony to Spider-Man to win everything. I mean, the fact that they're even saying this is crazy. That is literally the definition of every PlayStation game. But Edward, Helldivers 2 is available on PC day one. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. The Game Awards needs to drop the act and just become Winter E3. I agree. I actually preferred E3. I think E3 was a better experience. Congratulations to Turn 10 Studios and Tango Gameworks for their wins. Man, PC Gamer still at it. The game isn't designed for co-op. It's literally built to be anti-co-op. Why would you try to do that on Starfield? Ah, PC Gamer, never change. Never ever change. Oh, boys. So apparently, Pony's having a meltdown. We gotta see this. 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 As tired as I am, this Pony's having a meltdown. I need to see it. I need to see it. I need to see it. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? I think it's this one. Doesn't look like this one. I guess it is this one. Chaos. What next acquisition do you think Xbox and Microsoft will go for next after the ABK deal completely dies down? I think they're not going to go for a publisher. I think they're going to go for a studio. And I think they're going to go for smaller studios at this point. I don't really know which one. They won't go for like Square Enix. Sega will always be hovering about. But I think they're going to start pushing for single studios rather than publishers. I think they got the publishers they want. ZeniMax and Blizzard were what they were after. they now control the whole of the Western RPG market, which is insane.
Like, who wants to play Wolverine? Don't even care. These mofos get Blade. This is a testament to the quality that Xbox has and will be producing in the future. This goes to show that all of the games that you have been waiting for are coming out in 2024. These niggas on some crazy shit, bro. They on some cuckoo for Cocoa Puff shit, bro. What do they say constantly? I said, yo,
what is he smoking?
Y'all don't even have a game that can compare to 10-year-old Uncharted 4. Got nothing. Nothing. Bro, like, who wants to play Wolverine? Don't even...
Man, that meltdown was pretty special. That meltdown was special, folks. Sony gets no games announced, and Xbox comes with a huge Marvel AAA matching Wolverine. I think People Can Fly is actually a possibility. Now, they've been working and cooking a game for a while now. I don't know what it is. I've received a lot of marketing for it. From it being, well, I can't talk about it, but I've received a lot of marketing for their new game in questionnaires and stuff. So I've got a rough idea of what they're looking to make. But it's been a while. And these questionnaires are long, by the way. They're like an hour long. They tell you it's going to take like 10 minutes, and it's like, no. Never believe anyone that tells you it's going to be 10 minutes. Right, if there's nothing else for me to react to, I think I'm going to call it there because I'm getting a little bit tired. Any other videos you want me to react to before I head off? Before we call it a night? Destin in the bottom left? Where? You mean on my picture? No. Not available on other formats until the 5/29/2024. That's a PC. Activism Pleasure made a post about the guy on stage. Hey, they didn't say it was an hour-long old Roguru. And they said you had a chance. I mean, they did say you had like a chance of winning, like getting like, I think like $100, but they said it was like 20 minutes. I said, all right, cool. That 20 minutes was never right. This isn't going to be some kind of crazy thing, right? That you're sending me to look at. Please tell me that this isn't, because I mean, this doesn't sound right. I can't even find it, so. It's 20 minutes. What's the actual thing? Because I can't find it. All right, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look. See if we can find it. Is it a Demo Flow Gaming? Yeah, it looks like it. All right. See, this is good content, Robin. This is good content. I like it. This is good content. This is the type of content that can keep me awake. All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right. Devonta, if you can just drop a link in here or something to the actual thing, then I'll check it out after this. Because I had a look and I couldn't see it.
Yeah, dude, I think Xbox is gonna walk away with the win this year.
It's a rogue.
Of the process.
It's a rogue.
Oh my god, I got more DLC!
Oh.
Just getting started.
Yeah. Come on, dude. Oh.
Because this is day one for me. Fuck. No release date. Dude, it looks fucking amazing.
No. Did you see what that said? Did you see what it said?
It's Blade. Oh my god, it's Blade. It's Blade. It's Blade. Oh my god.
I haven't seen them cheering this much for a PlayStation game in a long time.
This better be fire.
They said, let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Demo Flow at it again with another video, and we had to talk about the Game Awards, which just happened last night. But before we move on, hit the like button and subscribe for more Xbox ecosystem video. I'm sorry for my voice today. I woke up feeling kind of like, you know, under the weather, but here I am for you guys.
Of all the games he's gonna showcase,
we gotta admit that Xbox stole the show. Nobody, and I mean nobody, was expecting this. Nobody was expecting Blade. Nobody was expecting Hellblade 2 gameplay. As you saw in my intro, it was Joe dropping, and PlayStation fanboys were about to switch sides on the spot.
2024, so they're confirming next year. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks so good.
It was insane to see their reaction. They literally couldn't believe that Xbox showed up to these awards the way they did. The big question now is Blade an Xbox exclusive? And my answer to that question is, who gives a damn? I personally don't care, and I'm not here to cap for exclusives. Whether Xbox makes the game exclusive or not is not gonna benefit. I'm not in doubt that this game is gonna come to Xbox and PC. Now, you ponies are left in the limbo. You guys don't even know, and now are hoping and poor begging to play Xbox games on your PlayStation. Remember 2018?
I mean, he isn't wrong.
Well, I do, and this is karma. Let's go back in time and remind you that you spent almost a decade making fun of Xbox players just because they play on a different console. But it looks like Microsoft and Xbox are playing a different game this generation. They don't care this generation. They're going all in gaming.
Going in, I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in. And I'ma go hard, and I'ma go hard. Bischoff, you turn the camera off, and I'll be naked when you come back.
Like Satya Nadella said it, They're doubling up on gaming. This is what they mean. And you ponies can do nothing but pray and hope that plays come to your PS5. So we gotta highlight also some of the winners in Hi-Fi Rush and Forza Motorsports. These two games actually stole the show and won awards. Not that I care about it, but had Spider-Man won some awards, ponies would have gone crazy. Spider-Man gets a game
that's
of the
the thing,
year.
right? Spider-Man won
this,
nothing.
Spider-Man that. All of that just to get Baldur's Gate on Xbox the same day of the awards and the same day that Baldur's Gate won Game of the Year. So what are you guys talking about? Baldur's Gate already on Xbox for those who want to play. Because that's what we do in this platform. We actually play games. So to sum it up, the Game Awards were actually pretty good. Aside from some of the cringeness that some of these actors brought on stage, it was actually better than I thought they would be. And not because Xbox or Microsoft won some awards, but just in general. At the end of the day, I wasn't watching this show for the awards. I was actually watching it for the new video game announcements. And they were actually pretty good. Way better than I expected. So you guys, let me know down there in the comments, what do you think of the Game Awards this year? Were they good? Were they mid? Did you enjoy the new game announcement? What really caught your eye? Personally, I love the Sega announcement with all these classic games that I used to play back when I was a kid in my...
At the end of the day, the game announcements definitely outshined everything that was there. With, you know, quite easily. And also the thing I didn't get, right? Which maybe some of you noticed as well. Alan Wake actually won almost every damn award. How did it lose Game of the Year? Considering it won almost everything, right? How did it lose Game of the Year? How do you go from winning everything to losing Game of the Year? That's all right, Devontae. This image didn't leak on Twitter or Reddit. What crap is this? But unfortunately, until Microsoft come out and actually say it's exclusive, this is going to be a thing. But we all know it's going to be exclusive. Jeez, Echoes of Fallen already finished. Exactly, Mr. Young. You know, for the longest time, Starfield was multi-platform until they officially announced it. And this is going to be no different. This is going to be no different. It's really... I mean, I understand why Microsoft aren't doing it, but... This is the development team. Baldur's Gate 3 didn't win every category it was in. It lost most of them to... when it was head-to-head with Alan Wake, it lost most of them. I mean, the only other thing I can attribute this not being announcing any actual trailer platform is the fact that it's not coming to PS5 or Series X. So there isn't a platform that exists yet.
Votre attention, le soleil est sur le point de se coucher. Tous les citoyens sont priés de se mettre à l'abri en intérieur jusqu'à l'aube. Attention, the sun is currently setting. All citizens are required to shelter indoors.
I think the big problem with Alan Wake...
Turn that shit up.
The big problem with Alan Wake was that, you know, it required a lot of investment. You kind of needed to know about Alan Wake 1, The Writer, The Signal, Quantum Break, American Nightmare, Control, AWE,
Relax,
and then
man.
you got to Alan
I
Wake
don't
2.
bite.
If you didn't have that context, you kind of didn't really, you couldn't grasp the full game. You kind of need that backstory.
Lock up tight now. Night's just getting started.
I think the actual music that they picked actually is pretty on point for this as well. For the first time, I think they actually got it just right. I don't think Alan Wake 2 is horror. I mean, it has jump scares in there for sure, but I don't think it's. I'd call it maybe a light horror. By the way, tomorrow I'm planning on possibly streaming Redfall over at Twitch, but I'm also looking at playing Lethal Company. If we can get a number of people, I think it's like a 3 or 4 player game. So if we can get like 3 or 4 players, that would be really cool. And if we can, I'll be looking to stream that as well. For anyone interested. I do want to see what Redfall has become properly. Post it. Devontae. If it doesn't allow you, then just break the URL. Party Animals is a lot of fun. Not getting spoilers. I mean, Post Up is wrong here. He is wrong. There's no... When Sony announces a game, they make it clear it's exclusive. Xbox does not. But for obvious reasons, because of the FTC. Splinter Cell was one of my favorite games. I was a massive Sega fan. Like, huge Sega fan. I still am, to be fair. But nowhere near as big. But Splinter Cell, I've been waiting for a remake of that for quite some time. Wait, that's the URL? No, that's not the URL. You just copied the thing. Oh, we've actually gone through this. Isn't it this one over here? Yeah, this one here. Funny, but yeah, the Matrix. Yeah, we covered this right at the start of the thing. Devontae. Oh, the days before, that's become... that's a joke, right? That's unbelievable. 42 watching. I appreciate all 40 of you. And the 2. even though I'm probably one of them. I do wonder how this is gonna sell. I mean, it didn't sell on PlayStation, and I'm guessing it's not gonna. I'm really hoping it sells well on Xbox, but I think anyone that actually wanted to play it, that actually has a PC and an Xbox, will have bought it on PC. That's the problem you have when you delay games. It really does hurt your platform sales. But I mean, no one bought that game on PlayStation either, so. He posts a lot, doesn't he? Ah, this must be it. Yeah, Edward, that's it, right? That's it. You know, the game's been out, so anyone that's actually interested, unless you don't have a PC or a PlayStation, you kind of, I guess then you'll be stuck on Xbox only. But I suspect most people have either a PC or a PlayStation, so they will have had access to the game, so they would have bought it already. This is why, like, releasing a game 10 years later is kind of pointless. Judges' comments were obviously a joke, but saying that comment during a show that is supposed to celebrate gaming was rough, especially considering the fact that Sledgehammer team had to make this game in 16 months. But yeah. Banishes, I said I was really interested. Actually, that was one that I should have put in my recap video. I don't know why I didn't. I'm actually really interested in Banishes. It looks really cool. It looks really, really cool. I really like the actual way that game is designed. I like the principle behind it. See, this is the problem, right? Christopher Judge went from having a unanimously loved person, being a unanimously loved person, and one mistake online, in public, in saying the wrong thing because he was prompted to do so, has just ruined his credibility. Like, was that worth it? Was it really worth it? Depending on how much the collector's edition is for Banishers, I'm actually tempted to buy the collector's edition, Jem. That's how much I actually liked what I saw. I think it would have had a great run on Xbox if it had released on Xbox. I think Xbox gamers are more akin to that sort of game as opposed to PlayStation. They're more Western RPG orientated. So I think it would have done much better. Yeah, Robin. Microsoft will, Microsoft own Bethesda. They own ZeniMax. But if you ask Reforge Gaming, it's all about roast. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Not that one. Where is it? Yeah, her game was actually pretty awesome. I really liked that one. Where is it? Where did I see it? It was somewhere here. I guess it's too far out. Was it the COD one? Let's see. You don't care where Blade lands? Was it this one?
Several current and former Call of Duty developers have called out Christopher Judge for his comments at the Game
this
Awards,
is the one.
saying Modern Warfare 3 probably destroys all God of War games combined in sales and player metrics. Hey, man, a hit dog barks, you know? Your game sucked, so sorry.
Now, here's the problem with what he's saying, right? He's not actually played the game, number one. When he was given a review code for a game, he refused to review it, so he doesn't want to say anything negative about Quantum Error, even though it's a garbage Unity asset flip being sold for $70 because he doesn't want to dogpile on them. But he goes out of his way to tell COD devs, take the L over a bad game getting called out.
Several current and former Call of Duty developers have called out Christopher Judge for his comments at the Game Awards,
Wasteland
saying
did
Modern Warfare 3 probably destroys all God of War games
Xbox
combined in sales and player metrics. Hey, man, a hit dog
this
barks,
guy's takes
you
are
know?
so
Your game
bad.
sucked, so sorry.
There is no way you can defend anything he says.
If Modern Warfare 3 wasn't, I don't know, utter garbage, maybe he wouldn't have been able to make that joke. Maybe if instead of lying to the public and selling them a DLC at full price that has padded missions that are a joke and bugs and glitches and a bunch of remastered Modern Warfare 2 maps, maybe there would.
So here's the thing,
several
right?
history, and you called it the frick up. Because, you
Here's the
know,
thing.
sold something for $40 like you were, and bugs and glitches and a bunch of.
So he's happy for Spider-Man 2 to be sold for with bugs and glitches for $70. He's happy for Quantum Error to be sold for $70 with bugs and glitches. What, you know, Modern Warfare, all Call of Duties have bugs, right? Let's not be stupid now. There is enough variables in there to make it impossible to be bug-free. Literally impossible. Trust me, I've worked in game QA. Games like that, you're not finding every bug. It's just not possible. I can guarantee you that. No game out there with the size of that for the multiplayer side, I'm not talking about the single player, but the multiplayer side is not happening.
A remastered Modern Warfare 2 maps, maybe.
But people ask for those remastered maps. They literally wanted them in the game. This guy is a douchebag clown. He has no idea. You know, it makes me sad to see how much people actually fund this guy to actually do what he does.
Maybe there wouldn't be a valid criticism. Maybe if you would have just sold something for $40 like you were supposed to and didn't break consumer confidence and trust, maybe he wouldn't have said what he said because, you know, you sold an expansion for $70. So sit the frick down and take the joke like a man.
But why should the developers pay the price for the publishers, you know, transgressions? Like, the company decided to release that game for $70 or £70, right? But what does the developers, what do they have to do with it? Why are the developers being attacked for this? They're just doing a job that they're paid to do. So why are they being harassed now? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, the developers can't dictate the price the game's going to retail for. They can't dictate anything. They get told, you're going to do this, and they do it. That's it. So why are the developers being attacked for this?
Grow the frick up. Seriously, the joke stands. It's funny. Your game's trash. It's got terrible scores everywhere. Look at Modern Warfare 3 review scores across the board. Garbage.
They're garbage, yeah, because it was released as an Xbox game, not as an Activision game. It would have got at least 2 points higher if it was an Activision-only game. I mean, for God's sake, wasn't it Ghost that didn't release with a story mode campaign at all, and it got a 6 out of 10? He hasn't played Call of Duty at all. Was it Black Ops 4? It didn't even come out with a campaign and it got higher than Modern Warfare 3. How is that even possible? Like, that literally makes no sense.
Shortest campaign in history. And you called it Modern Warfare 3, then why is it nothing but Modern Warfare 2 maps? Like, make sense of that for me.
Because that is what the community wanted. I don't think it's that difficult or to understand. It's not rocket science at this point, right? The community have been asking for remastered maps for a long time. So they gave it.
For me. Oh, that's right. It was planned DLC for Modern Warfare 2, and you decided to sell it at full price.
Well, yeah. They wanted to get out of that Sony agreement. You see, next year's game, that's all Microsoft. And guess who's marketing that? Microsoft. This year's game, Sony can take it.
So yeah, take the joke. Grow up. Grow up. You wouldn't survive Ricky Gervais. You barely could survive him making a joke about the length of your campaign.
I mean, he says all this like,
that's
listen
a harmless joke, by the way. All he's joking about is the length of your campaign. It's a short campaign, is it not? Is it not? I mean, it's a short campaign. It was a completely fair joke. Go to any other awards ceremony, Golden Globes or the Oscars, and you're going to get burned from the stage. That's what they're going to do. They're going to.
So why is it that if he's, going on this hill and he's prepared to die on it, why does he ban everyone that decides to mock him and roast him? Sorry, he does ban people from his YouTube streams. He also blocks them on social media. He's blocked me, for example, because I called him out. But if he's like trying to go on this high horse about being roasted and stuff is perfectly normal and perfectly fine, why is he actually blocking people that are roasting him?
Roast you up. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Gervais would make you cry and go home and call your mom to work it out. Like Jiminy Christmas. It was.
I mean, he's suffering from mental health issues from my expertise medical profession of less than 2 minutes of studying medical professions. But I think he's just suffering from delusions of grandeur.
It's just
honestly.
a joke. Maybe don't sell subpar crap to the consumer at full price. Maybe don't do that. Maybe don't live off your brand's name. Maybe don't do that.
And the funny thing is, after all this, it's still the #1 on the second bestseller on PlayStation.
You think anybody else would have gotten away with that, Call of Duty? Really? Seriously? Do you think anybody else would have gotten away with it? Do you think anybody else would have the stones to do that? You did it because you knew the consumers would buy it in high amount.
Bungie did it with Lightfall and got away with it for a long time.
And you'd make a bunch of money off of their consumer trust. So mistreating the consumer's trust and abusing that trust to make money, why don't you take the joke as harmless and consider what you did to the market and the consumer? Maybe consider that.
He got really upset, folks. Like, really upset. But you know, this point here stands perfectly clear. And I think I said, you know, he's blaming the developers for charging $70. The developers didn't do anything, right? The developers didn't do anything. There you go. He told them to take the joke like a man, but cries when thick stick boy, is that Fritanga? Yeah, it is. Makes jokes about his hair. So, I mean, he can't even, you know, live up to his own statement. It's just so sad and pathetic, this guy. I'm surprised he's still doing what he's doing. But it's crazy, man. Man, that PlayStation Portal thing just died, right? It died real quick. No one's talking about it anymore because it's hot garbage. I think even they realized. That's what it's all about. The Steam Deck is a beautiful machine. That's another one that didn't show up at the Game Awards. Elden Ring. The DLC's been announced, right? So why wasn't it announced? Have you heard how he speaks to his community when, like, he'll sit there and turn... Let me see if I can find it. There was another one I saw that was like... It was like a what the fuck moment. Like, seriously. Still can't believe that was a thing. So these are the games coming to PlayStation. Right? Last of Us is a remaster. No one cares. Helldivers 2 is on PC. That one is exclusive. And that one is mid. Yep, they're definitely saved, folks. They are definitely saved.
The only thing that maybe would be considered a negative for PlayStation at the Game Awards is no new game announcements. You know, everything that we got was an update of some kind. I mean, I know this is going to sound kind of funny, but it's like, I mean, for every event we get where we don't get a new game announcement from PlayStation, you know, the higher the chances the next one that we'll get one.
PlayStation.
The only...
He's still holding out for a secret announcement. Jesus. No, I don't think I'm going to find it. I don't think I'm going to find what I'm looking for. But there was another one where he stopped his stream, right? He stopped his stream mid-stream and turned around to his community and said, if they don't start dropping super chats or was it gifted subs on his YouTube channel? Because, you know, you can actually gift subs if you opt in. So if you click on the join button, you know where it says join membership? there's actually 3 little note buttons, 3 little dots that you can click on. You need to click on that on YouTube, and then you can opt in for gifted subs. But what he was saying was, if he doesn't hit a certain quota for the gifted subs or for the super chats, he's not going to continue with the stream. He's just going to sit there waiting. And people started paying. I'm like, the fuck? Just leave. That's crazy to me. Right? That's crazy to me. Because you're there and you've opted in, Edward, you can get it. That's how it works. But from what I've read on YouTube, you kind of have to opt in first before you can. And you hit the join button, if there is one, in order to actually be able to get the gifted subs. I'm just trying to find let's see. Is it here?
Hey creators.
Yeah, let me just play this. Let me just play this so you can see. It's so weird how YouTube have done it. It literally makes no sense whatsoever, right? They've made this as hard as humanly possible to actually do. It doesn't make any sense. And I still don't really know how it actually works. But this is basically how the gifting membership, like when you go over to Twitch, if you want to gift memberships, it's really easy, right? You just gift memberships. But this is how YouTube does it.
Let's talk about memberships gifting, which lets you and your existing channel members purchase memberships for other viewers in your community. We'll walk through what memberships gifting is and how it works. So let's dive in. First,
just to give you an indication of how bad it actually is, right? I had someone that came into my channel one time, and they gifted 10 subs, but because no one was actually opted in, he got a full refund.
What is memberships gifting? With this feature, you and your existing channel members can purchase gift memberships for other viewers who aren't yet members. A preset number of channel memberships can be bought in a single purchase during a live stream or premiere. Then YouTube will gift this set number out to other viewers in your community. Your viewers who receive a gift membership get 1 month of access to your channel membership perks, like loyalty badges, custom emoji, and more, without paying any charges. Any creator with memberships will be enabled for this feature, and you'll receive your usual channel membership revenue share from each transaction. Gift memberships are a win-win for you and your viewers. As a creator, they're a great way for you to earn more revenue and let more of your fans enjoy your membership perks, which might help convert them. Walk through how memberships gifting works during your live stream or premiere. To purchase gift memberships, click the $sign button within the live chat, then membership gifting. From there, select from a preset number of gifts and complete the transaction. Once the memberships are purchased, it will show in the chat who purchased the gift and how many were purchased.
How do you opt in?
Note that pricing is pre-through through the requirements and flow for viewers to receive gift memberships. Viewers must opt in to be eligible to receive gifts on your channel. How dumb is this? And there are 2 ways to do so: from the live chat or from your membership offer screen. To opt in from the live chat, a gift memberships announcement will show up once a purchase is made, and then they can click Allow Gifts and turn on the toggle. Or they can click the gift icon that's pinned at the top of the chat once someone makes a purchase. To opt in from your membership offer screen, they can click Join, and then the 3-dot menu, then Gift Settings. where they'll see the toggle to allow gifts on your channel. Once viewers are opted in,
That's crazy, right? That's mental. Come on. That's redonkulous. That's redonkulous, man. That is absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe that's even a thing. But that's how you actually have to do it if you want to be, you know, be gifted a membership. But folks, now you know how to do it. I've largely given up on PlayStation community these days. Many of them too toxic for my taste. It is very roundabout. It is stupid. But you know, he turns around in his stream and actually stops his stream and says, if I don't get 30 gifted subs, we're not continuing the stream. And he will sit there forcing his community to pay. I don't get it, man. That just sounds so scummy to me. And the worst part is that they actually do pay. The worst part is they pay. I would never do that. Never do that. I don't know. To me, it's just it's crazy to me, man. Mr. Matty plays. After sleeping on it, I feel confident saying the Game Awards is a joke in its current state. Part of my novel in advance, but I have to get it off my chest. Do you know what? I can understand, right? Someone saying, hey, if we hit this quota of subs for the month, then all my streams for the rest of that month will be ad-free. Right? I can totally get that, right? I can totally get that. Because it's kind of give and take. But to say that you're going to stop your stream dead here and I'm not going to continue. And he's sat there, right? I've seen clips where he will fold his arms like this and wait until the subs come in. Don't be daft, Seth. I'm not that sad. I am not that sad to do it. I have a lot more respect for my community than that. That much I can tell you. I have a lot more respect for my community. But man, it's an interesting take on how to milk your community. They get milked by Sony, they get milked by everyone, and now they get milked by him. Why does he take advantage of people? Because some people don't. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Devontae. OD is going to be a weird experience, but hopefully it'll turn out to be something good as well. Something went wrong with this game or app, Baldur's Gate 3. Reporting this error to Sony PlayStation Entertainment Hardware Software Services. The report might include personal information, blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. Like I said, I totally get like saying, hey, if you get like, I don't know, 100 gifted subs, you'll make the, and you're doing like, I don't know, 3 streams a week. So that's what, 12 streams, 3, 6, 9, yeah, 12 streams a month minimum. And then you turn around and say, hey, if we get 100 gifted subs or 100 subs, I'll make all the streams, ad free. I can totally see that. But when you fucking call him out on it as well, he blocks you. Seth, what you should do is gift the sub right now. I think you're rich enough. You won the lottery, didn't you? You know what? I might actually sit down and play this. I've been looking at this game for such a long time. But is this coming to PlayStation globally, or is it just coming to PlayStation in Taiwan? Cocoon is a good game, man. I love Cocoon. Rick, if you're talking about the Hideo Kojima game, don't worry, no one knows what's going on. But you know what? It's a Hideo Kojima game. He very rarely misses. Unless it's Death Stranding. Then it becomes a case of Marmite, if you've ever tasted Marmite. You either love Marmite or you hate it. There really is no middle ground. Jeff Keighley let video game developers down. I'm happy people are publications, journalists are actually picking up on this. This is good. I guess Xbox tax got reversed. Xbox won more games than Sony tonight. J-Rock said Spider-Man 2 won the same amount of awards as Starfield. And Forza and High Rush won more awards. I mean, I actually said that Spider-Man 2 won the same amount of rewards as Redfall. I think that was more appropriate. Hellblade 2 is looking amazing. Kojima and Peel has an Xbox exclusive brewing. Great night for Xbox and gamers. That's probably the first positive thing D-Batch has said in a long time for Xbox. Hey, look, Psycho Mantis was a great fight. The fact that you had to switch that controller just to fight him was genius. Genius. Hey, Dark Child CD, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube member. I appreciate you. I did not want a PlayStation 5 here, the account being banned or blocked. I don't know what's going on with that whole blocking, people getting banned. Thankfully, I haven't been banned on PlayStation. Then again, I rarely use my PS5 these days. I'm genuinely honestly, for the most part, I've actually almost fully transitioned to PC and Xbox. Xbox for my couch gaming, PC for when I'm sitting on my desk. But the only time I switch my PlayStation on now, and those in chat that know me in real life will actually attest to, considering I actually used to be on PlayStation as my main platform. It used to be my main console because all my friends played there. I originally was on Xbox when Destiny 1 came out and whatnot. Back with the Halo days. I was OG Xbox, OG 360, Xbox One, and then I transitioned over to PlayStation because that's what all my friends were. And then went back to Xbox PC, and I haven't really looked back. It's only a few exclusives that they released that I want to play. So that's pretty much all I use my PS5 for now. It's collecting dust for the most part. A £500 paperweight. Game Pass for me is just too much of a good service. Oh, Edward, I know. People don't get what the Xbox tax is. They think they know what it is, but they don't. They always think it's to do with the reviews or whatnot. It's not about that. It's about the constant bashing of the platform for no reason, just for clicks. It's like when you beat a dead horse. It's not going to get back up, but you're still beating it because it's providing you joy. And Diablo, I did the same the other day. I did the same. I mean, I put it on and I said, you know what? I'm going to play Final Fantasy 16. I want to get further. And I was like, I don't really feel like getting motion sickness right now, so I turned it off. But, yeah. I mean, this is why Baldur's Gate became famous, right? Have you heard of the award-winning, critically acclaimed CRPG Baldur's Gate 3? You can screw a squid in it. Available on PC, Mac, PS5, and now on Xbox. That is why the game became famous. Because you can screw a squid or a bear. People went from being anti-furry to super furries overnight. Oh, that was really weird, Jim Solace. That Tomb Raider thing was mental. Sony will never be subjected to the same thing. I gotta see this. All right, I'm gonna try and keep the volume down.
The year.
All right, we've got a volume warning. All right, my dude here is expecting Spider-Man to win, right? Right.
Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2. Baldur's Gate 3.
I think he's a little upset. Is it he or she? No, I'm actually genuinely asking. Is that a he or a she? Because the way they screamed, I can't tell.
I never played the game or shit.
Okay, it's a guy.
Spider-Man didn't get one reward. Spider-Man didn't get not one award.
The year is Baldur's Gate 3.
I think he's a little upset. I think he's a little upset.
Bro, okay, I never played the game or shit. But bro, Spider-Man didn't get one reward.
He is a pony.
Spider-Man didn't get not one award.
The year is
It's when it finally hits home that they didn't get a single reward. Not one. Dragon Quest 11, Jedi Fallen Order, Kenna, Final Fantasy 15, or something else. These are games I have access to without spending the monies. I'm confused. What's that? Is that fruit? Is that through PlayStation Plus or? How long did they spend sucking off Hideo Kojima for making what sounds like a less playable, player-involved David Cage game? I mean, most of Sony's games are exactly the same. Why are people getting upset now with this? They don't even know what it is, right? This is the worst part of this whole thing. No one knows what it is, and they're already trying to condemn it and, badmouth it. Does anyone actually know what this game is outside of what Hideo said, which made no sense whatsoever because it's Hideo Kojima? I don't think anyone knows what this game is. I mean, he did call it 3 months ago. I do not scream when doing content. Am I the only one who thought Hellblade 2... No, yeah, you are the only one that thought it was the thing. You're just salty as fuck for... How does that look bad? That looks insane, man. My dude is literally hurting. And I hope you succeed, Chili. I know you may not still be here, but I hope you succeed. I really like Chili. He's a really good friend of mine. Really nice guy. Really hope it works out for him. Love to support what he does. But yeah, see, if this was Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox was available on the cloud, I would pick it up on Xbox right now. But because it's not, and chances are I'm probably going to want to play it on the cloud or play it on the move, I want it on my Steam Deck or my Asus ROG that I'm eventually going to buy. So I'm going to have to pick it up on PC, but I am going to buy the deluxe edition on Xbox. Next, I'm going to be playing some Redfall for streams. Well, I'm not sure how far I'm going to get on that, but during the streams. But I've got like a bunch of half-finished games that I want to start finishing. So I'm probably going to finish Final Fantasy 16 next, now that the DLC's out. So, yeah. I mean, for me, Alan Wake was phenomenal. I had to finish that. But I've got like maybe about 10 half-finished games that I just haven't finished that I want to go through to finish. And then February, I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy 7. But I do also want to play Lethal Company. Oreo, can you not break my TV? Actually, I mean, normally I would tell you to break my TV. I would be totally fine with it because I need a new TV. But considering I'm being evicted and moving soon, I kind of need the money right now. That's a good kitten. Don't do that. Good kitten. Yeah, I've played High on Life. I enjoyed it. Lethal Company is one I want to play. if we can get some people. It's really good apparently with like 4 players. It's a hell of a lot of fun. So maybe it's something that we can do like a community night or something. Basically my landlord decided that he wanted to double my rent, and they're not legally allowed to do that in this country. They can only increase your rent by 10% per year. So what he wants to do is kick us out at Christmas, which he's not going to be able to do. And, you know, the next person that comes in, he's going to double the rent from 1,100 to 2,200. And it's not, I mean, this property isn't worth that in rent money. But it is what it is. So during that transition, when that does happen, hopefully we've had some positive news from the local council with them helping us out and being trying to fast track our movement, them finding us a place. So at the moment we're waiting to see what they're going to say. But during that transition, I'm going to be offline for around a week. So my videos will probably be vlogs on my phone with me just talking on my phone. So do you know, when they do come out, expect a bit of low quality, but you know, I'm going to try and stay on top of things. Can you hear my kitten? Now he's moaning that he didn't break my TV. It absolutely is. The worst part is the excuse they gave was ridiculous to us for issuing the Section 21, and then they lied to the council as to why. But we've got all the receipts of what they said and everything else. So we just passed those on, and the council were like, yeah, they're lying. We're not going to deal with them anymore. Yeah, it's rough. It is rough. But hopefully we'll... if you can hear squeaking right now, that's my kitten. He's meowing. Is there any other squeaking you can hear? You shouldn't hear any squeaking outside of my cat meowing. Oh, okay. I will try. He is not camera. He doesn't like the camera. He does not like the camera. Oreo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. That's good, kitty. That's good, kitty. That's good, kitty. That is good. No. Look. Stop. Look, every time you get next to the camera, you get scared. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. There you go. Good kitty. Okay, now I can open you the door. There you go. I hope you lot got to see him. That was a rare situation. As soon as he sees the camera, he gets camera shy. I mean, as soon as he sees the camera, he starts kicking and trying to claw his way out. Yeah, he's a little bundle of joy. He's I think they call him an American short hair. I mean, I'm not so sure about the short hair, considering he is literally a fluff ball. But he's a nice cat. It's like as soon as we all go to bed, especially my younger son, he'll go up to his bedroom, sit in front of his door, and just start meowing at my son to wake up because he feels lonely. And then it will just jump on my son's bed and snuggle up and sleep next to him. London is expensive. Yeah, London's very expensive. I mean, to be fair, I don't live like in central London. I'm on the outskirts, near Dartford, Erith type of thing. So you know, the rent shouldn't be this high, but with the new legislations that the UK government is putting in, it's murdering everyone. But you know what? You guys are lucky because it's very rare for Oreo to come on camera. Now my other cat, Efe, he just doesn't care. As long as you pick him up and stroking him, that's it. I mean, he's like what, 10 years old now. He's just happy for the attention. Oh yeah, South London is too expensive. Hotfix 13, Jesus. 13 hotfixes, god damn. Marvel Blade is not on the Xbox YouTube channel. What is going on? Nothing. Nothing is going on. Good old Bromley. My in-laws live there. Best game direction winner, Alan Wake 2. You know what? Alan Wake 2 won loads of awards. I'm paying $1,100 for a 2-bed house. It's daylight robbery. What the hell? I mean, 2023 was a good year for gaming, though. I still can't believe it didn't win a single award. Not one. Oh. Oh. That is good. That means I can actually purchase the game twice, actually, without feeling guilty about it. I get the PC version, which is cheap. And then I'll get the Xbox Deluxe Edition, physical. And I can switch between them when I want. Boo, the achievements don't unlock. Yeah, that's a deal breaker for some. I can see that definitely being a deal breaker. Wayne's World, they are. Look at this. Baldur's Gate 3 winning Game of the Year over this is crazy. Paul Tassi, you do not press any buttons in this bar. That whole sequence that they showed for 18 seconds has no interaction at all. At all.
Yo, Asterion was amazing in fucking Baldur's Gate.
Double dare you to try to break my record. 7 minutes 59 seconds.
It was longer than 7 minutes.
And the award goes to
It felt like that.
Neil Newbar.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Sweep. Sweep it. Sweep it, Baldur's Gate, baby. Sweep that thing. All the way. He's wearing his armor. That's the CEO of Larian wearing full armor at the fucking
I mean, credit
Game
to the
Awards.
CEO, Sven, right? For wearing the armor.
The fucking CEO of Larian Studios is in a full suit of armor at the fucking Game Awards. I love it. I love it. I love it. He's so fucking dope. He's dope.
This is unreal. I just wanted to say, I know I don't have much time. Well, I'll give it a shot. Thank you so very, very much for everybody that voted. Thank my incredible fellow actors and the nominees. Unbelievable talent. To be even considered amongst you is extraordinary, so thank you very much indeed. To Swen,
He didn't make it.
to all the writers, to Stephen Rooney, the writer of Astarion, I'm going to forget everybody. To Pitstop, who worked so hard, the directors, my fellow actors, 248 incredible actors that gave it heart and soul.
That game was awesome.
Emilia, gracias para todos. Gracias, gracias, y Coco también. And to my agents.
Yeah, if you guys think I'm ever going to go topless and start dancing.
Wow, they're playing the music on him.
Has reached out to so many of us at
You're
Larian,
thinking again,
who
right?
said they were seen
That idea should pop straight out of your head.
When they lost hope, they
didn't even give him a
isolated,
minute.
alone, and this game brought them together and gave them.
They're
something
playing
to
the
push
music
through
on
to
him.
help them all. And to you, I want to say thank you so much for seeing us. Appreciate it.
Yo, they didn't even give him a minute.
It
Yo,
was
they
really
are like
bad.
they are like, we're done with that shit. All right, we got a 10:30 bedtime. Okay. Damn, Jeff.
Oh, no. I am not doing that. Keep my clothes on. Hey, Rick. You've given me an idea. A new sub goal to keep my clothes on. Oh shit. I predict by 2030. So I don't know why that gave me the giggles. Only will be half the company they are now, and Microsoft will be significantly a lot more. Pretty much everywhere. Oh, they will. At least you have to pay $50 to take off your shirt. Chaos. That's not needs to. Yeah. Except to Devontae, my one's gonna be pay $50 to keep my shirt, to keep my top on. Because no one wants to be subjected to. I mean, there's a couple of people in here that have already said that they're not fans of horror games or jump scares. I can guarantee you, there are things that are much worse than what goes bump in the night. Me taping my top off is definitely one of them. No one needs to be subjected to that level of torture. I can tell you that now. That's how suspicious it looks like. Hey, Dazing. Merry Christmas to you as well, dude. Nice to have you here. They are removing it. They are indeed. Oh shit! That.
No. What did you do?
Oh, it's everywhere.
You ruined a perfectly good snack.
That was a bit savage. You're always welcome here, Daisy. Always welcome here. I know I'm going to hell. Check my username. I already have a part-time job there. Diablo Mosa. Alex has somebody in his video. He does streaming too. He had him take his shirt and yeah, look.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
You see, even Alexa turned around and didn't know what to say to the thought process of me dancing. She just said, sorry, I don't know that one. She was like, no, please don't do that. Do not do that. Have a good night, Robin. Thanks so much for hanging out. I mean, Alexa just found out that I might be dancing and going topless. I think she has reason to go crazy. Chris? I think she has reason. What is this? I might have to pick that up. This is going to start trending, isn't it? Chaos OnlyFans. Except it's going to have the reverse effect. Gotta give me money to keep my clothes on. I mean, these three on their own is ridiculous. These are massive hitters. The only problem is only one of them is coming out this year. Yeah. See that little bit of chubby? If it was that, you probably would be okay. I'm way past that. Hey, Lions Pride, how's it going? This was probably my favorite moment of the show. This was great. This was truly great. Ica Villas. Yes, it's trending. Man, Arknights looked really good though. Enfield, when it got shown, I was really impressed with that. They say this is the game of the year. Time to see what all the fuss is about. Good to see people actually buying it on Xbox. Imagine you announce a new Marvel game on a huge stage, one of the best announcements of the whole show, only to be afraid to connect it. I mean, there's a reason for that. Clobril is being stupid. it's a bit unfortunate, but people are overreacting to the fact that there's no thing. Yeah, Hoyaverse is weird. Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe. People just overreacting like crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be another Xbox announcement in February. I think there's going to be a presentation show. What's this?
The journey ended here. A place of wonder and awe.
This was at the thing.
Breached the
This
cosmic
actually,
veil
I'm actually very interested.
and reached a new planet.
This is actually
Yet
free to play.
generations later, this
Right.
world remains untamed.
This is free to play.
Our reunion was foretold. Our paths destined to cross. I'm here for you now, Administrator.
If Microsoft is smart, they will grab this. If they are smart, they will grab this.
The journey ended.
They're not grabbing it. It's on PS5 already. That's unfortunate. Sony is taking all of these free-to-play games and they are making a ridiculous amount of money. Yeah, Chris, that sounds very likely. I mean, even when they say it's exclusive, they still don't listen, right? Even when they say it's exclusive, they still don't listen. So what's the point? How many times did they say Starfield was exclusive? The Elder Scrolls is exclusive, and they kept on saying there's still a chance it's coming. You know? Marvel Spider-Man 2 fans are upset the game failed to net a single win at the Game Awards 2023 live show, despite being nominated for 7 categories. I think that's one of the reasons why it hasn't come yet. The FTC is still on their case, isn't it? The FTC is literally a pain in their ass. But folks, I think that's about it. I think I am done for tonight. I'm going to go get some rest after yesterday's marathon. My 5-hour video today. Go check it out if you haven't. But I've had an awesome time tonight. Probably be over at Twitch tomorrow for those of you that want to come and hang out and just chill out playing some games. But yeah, all in all, I've had a blast. Next week, Tuesday, I'm going to try and stream again over at over here on the TheChaosLounge. I want to do these streams twice a week. Just, I've had a lot of commitments over the last couple of days to sort stuff out in terms of like contractual obligations with certain publishers and whatnot that I've been trying to adhere to. So I've been really busy with that. Some of them, a few of them are for my other channel on the other side, but hopefully I can try and do like 2 streams a week, because I really enjoy these. And so now that I've basically said fuck off to Destiny entirely because I can't be bothered with what they want to do, pardon my French, because I feel really offended by what they did. And I just don't want to support a company like that anymore, period. So it frees up my Tuesdays, so we can like do these maybe twice a week and see how it goes. This VOD is going to be up, Lion. I know it's not the same as a live stream, but if you want to check it out, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, folks, that's it. I'm going to go crash because I can feel my body saying, go to bed. I'm going to do that. And hopefully, if any of you do have Lethal Company tomorrow that are going to be on stream, or if any of you have Redfall, let's group up and see how the games are. Right, that's it. I'll see you next time, folks. Remain legend. Have a good night. I'm serious, though. You guys got me thinking about it. Alex wants $50 to take his shirt off. I'm going to start threatening with $50 to keep my shirt on. Have a good night, peeps. I tried to keep a straight face.